Yo, assalamualaikum baringalo talam sehu kalbe kondom yuri pe online banda ba bi talata lung may karoti kononto the 9th of May 2023 19:08 p.m. right now across the UK. It's 20:08 p.m. in mainland Europe. 8 minutes past 7 p.m. in the Gambia. It should be 8 minutes past 11 a.m. in Seattle, USA, and 8 minutes past 2 p.m. in Washington, D.C. Mbal konton na current affairs show program of the Benkanani platform auto in Talata Lumba. Kaval Beg welcome on board again after a couple of days break from this platform. Mbal konton na bake coming the first few minutes of the program goke konton rolla. So kal konton bake kal jay kafali ko natale ko tenke kacha kilimolu ke kontinendi platform auto. Kuloni horomo kan atol men be konton rola mbal jola bafla la barka bake. Thank you. Me dua data la sign thing. Excuse me. Puro mansatala sen guide throughout this 2-hour plus program. Menamen sotala lejam. Puro se komo fo me alon ko kuma kendo lom. Itol base na fasu to je. Broadcasted live on Facebook and on YouTube Online Bandabala YouTube channel. Alama mansatala intol be kilim sutora ayin dema ayin tanka nena dimbayalu ayin tanka seitanola anin tanka fere jawolu mele alon ko be site kam open law or behind the scenes. Alama manzatala ayin dema ayin tanka ayin so jare kende ala na parti yo member United Democratic Party alama alay kambengo sabatin da maltema na parti yo tanka de fere kurungol ma fere jawolu mele alon ko kullo banke alama alay so gagné ba fadan na ñing election me alon man ñaté ngala ten me alon ko is just 11 days time Gambians will be heading back to the polls pour que la mayor elect and chairperson solo so nimbado duala kadua banko vone alama kairo sabatin de la je alama tenko sabatin de la je alama na nyato ngolu alama le tanka ay guide na patiola nyato ngolu na banko vanon alama fere kurungol ning fere jawol mel yalan ko be shirikam alama wo donkola mo kurungol nyim fangan kam be dola sabante frewol fanay alama alay nemani kafarke ebe dami mote je karlan ka fajam wati jelon hadamadi bela ni lama bela labandulati is the ultimate destination for mankind and every living soul. So alama nami na rega intera ku kendol ke kam nal tata masatala si yam fo soto do ay dunyo soto de ala junbol kafarendima mbokay mag la bismillah tay yuri ko lay banza ba tay talata jaram ñenenti fan ci wéri may dalan ni bu baaxa ba dalan gërem support do ngeen de jox platform bi ñoo xam ne ñu ngi ñoo deen seetaan si Facebook bi ak ñu ngi dee seetaan si YouTube bi comme commencement bi comme lu ma di def fi toujours di doore programme def ñaanal suñu bopp ñaanal suñu réew ñaanal pour yàlla may ñu wér gu yaram ak sutura ñun ak suñu njaboot yi ba pare ñaanal suñu parti bi tamit ak suñu jiit yi nekk si parti bi yàlla aar leen ba pare mu guide leen pour maa ngi ñaan tamit comme élection buñ jublu nii yàlla ñu am dam yàlla ñu am loo xam ne dina sedda xol yu bari ñoo xam ne ñoo si parti bi ñoo xam ne dañ faatu ñu continuer di ñaanal yàlla jégal leen seen baakaar yi because ñun yëpp foofu la ñu mujje yàlla mu yéex bi fekk mu suy ñëw tamit because du ñàkk a ñëw dina ñëw mu fekk si yoon bu baax ñaanal suñu réew Gambia tamit yàlla jàmm yàgga fa ani bari koo xam ne yaa ngi pexe pour indi fa fitna yàlla fitna boobu kuppa sa kaw because ñun jàmm lañ soxla ak yokkute yàlla ñu am yokkute yàlla ñu am njiit bu baax yàlla ñu am nguur boo xam ne dina am yërmaange si Gambien si yàlla ñu am njiit yoo xam ne diñ nekk ay sàccakat di jël suñu alal pour seen bopp mbaali ngol nimboto duwala sal konto mbake famata jang nyanta programme so lono sibito bari data meeting wala London maybe dolia jibele Gambia la vice president Mamadou PS Diallo and minister fula Tangara and minister of basic education and higher education delegation brututo la bijam ebe Angleterre ngamera vice president ata King Charles III la coronation keta jam sibito lungo lundangol nata bar ngama minister nata meeting la mbedu no kono ka kecha keje but janembe kacha continent la nsenye opportunity ta once again kas Lamin Sadam Sanyang membe Holland UDP la jari na barima bale ma fonanti ngamera arjuma lungo on the 5th of May leketa la birthday di na celebrate Facebook bafla again happy belated birthday to Lamin Sadam Sanyang na alon ko UDP la jari jata bale mati anda sawarta bake ka molla netalol ta ka profile picture faling salol nin kulu ka ki molie aka netalol design so na keba mba fala happy belated birthday again Lamin Sadam Sanyang gas chapter la bari maba UDP la bari maba kiang na bari maba so ma fly ko happy belated birthday nga wishle on Friday but I'm just doing it again here on this very noble platform UDP line bantaba Lamin Sadam Sanyang happy birthday to you so ntata wo meeting wala mbe dono kajato le demanding mampare talo no meeting do la famo because meeting wala ngalon ko nte la dalilo kataji ani men nata funti ateka galindi but nata wakil kataji bawo Gambia embassy en commandile official do bi en commandi ako ala feta pour ngata meeting do la follow ngay nen tita because albita be benna diam kalantam fol la je ani ni ka certificate ol tan ni mol lante mo mante si je la fita authority so le challenge la but after second thought excuse me after second thought nara fuko matengata memenda nga foe anabe kala minute kilindi wala minute fula andu ngo kele so medu no kaja ko be pare medu na political polarization membe Gambia at the level of the presidency mama kandeni Adama Barrow ni wato ko wolle be nyola ngamere la audio ba mu kumpa bari Barrow le fulo tonyindiro start nak president kuntambale bentol bulu musuma gis president mu ñaka fayda ñaka class ñaka everything melni Adama Barrow dege dafa ñaka class Adama Barrow ba class to ko be Fatou ba Barrow be ñami okay mbe kibaro don français ala le jam me ala ko lafta ñanta di la le nu dimanche lungo Fatou ba Barrow bota Nigeria sorry bota Gambia the Federal Republic of Nigeria Fatou ba Barrow Gambia la first lady be ala ko a ñabe kandirin ko mu lu ne dunna be ala ko bela gara first lady to la start inen baram bitam inen bara beraing beraga first lady to la lu ne dungo start bi faga first lady bobu ko lu ne to ba beraga first lady da dunda play no la rek ako aduna fila em sa na bita dawda ñabe kandirin ko mu anala teri ma fula mata mu Sidi Keita la mata Keita mata Toure Keita aning sabanjaw mu signan ledi but nga to check because man la fika misleading information di tata Gambia botaji okay Maranganda neutral check. Okay. Yeah, the other one something senior but correct information on the other. Nil muso abe America le. Man bige sinyan. Yen yine ka America war ngena xam man bige sinyan. Mambige Sinyan, Mata Sidi Keita, Mata Keita, and Fatuba Baro, we told them the private jetola on Sunday, saying right now they are in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'm a billion left, neither more a billion or sama, but I'm not so long. Itata no so la jedoram, but ikon Nigeria la first lady, wole invite, wole for the private jet on key. Let me make that clear. Private jet on Gambia man sekunda ma spend. I have to be fair to them. Iko Nigeria la first lady wole private jet ki bari first lady nying Fatoba Baro ko atena bita ni matale bita ani nying ma bigi sinyan. Ma bigi sinyan nak mom biram dal mom legi dafa duga state house. In fact, according to hibar ma cleaning agency or hamne worth over $5 million is iko ikana wala set up and nying cleaning agency coming near set up nying me alon ko katuman sekundala ka kuro ke mole ka fitaro ke mole ka dulal fita the company la set up la man bige signani bari ko fatu ba barole ba set up kanai allegedly baraba kela in the name of man bige signan pour is a company olu man sekundala nying to ko dulal ni parastatal ni private company pour que la dulal clean, so it's a sort of a business. But they left Gambia on Sunday in Dimas Tambila. Because Sibito lenga kibaro nyusoto. No, Friday lenga kibaro nyusoto, sorry. I think they left Nigeria, they left for Gambia on Saturday, I think. Let me go to my Facebook because I did put the message out there. Hold on. I did put the message out there. I want to be clear. Okay. Okay, 3 days ago. Today is Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. Okay, 3 days ago. Lenga nyi post nyinke. Okay. So tomorrow. Okay. So the Wulita Demasole bota Gambia because Sibitol keda King Charles the coronation tintol Demasole nga meeting in London. So what Demas lungole ibota Fado Babaro di Mata Keita Abarkabake Princess Bintu Bama Mekondona ibota Gambia. So they left Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bediamala ufanna fanana. Bediamala Vice President wala meeting wala jang London. Mbala diamu dol play la janne. Probably amo moment sekunda sifale bembulu. Ani Adama Barrow beki mira nyaming in regards to the Auditor General of Doko. I was so disappointed in his speech in regards to the Auditor General report. And I'm definitely challenge you all. But on a positive note, Vice President of Farangada Mole to me I maintain the meeting law. I maintain the meeting law. Tolerance. I have to be fair. I was really impressed with his level of tolerance. Nteman na jang puka mo Kadafi. Mantara nyin diamo la ko ngamole kong. Mantara nyin diamo la kafuka moto tinya. Ngamelong hadama di mutambole fola. Because mtol bele bitana kabroko. I maintain the womitundula ntere kontanta la tolerance la because ni mo lafta diamo la. Embassy staff wol kala fi mo limit la. Vice President le fankalo akafo ali bule diamo. Wallahi no witness le. Grabe diamo la fan ke dole ya interrupt. Embassy molu ni wol lafta dona nyole lafta funtindi la. Vice President ko kana funtindi. Ala ko tonya moye menje yofo. Anu mba tentu la wala mba jayila. Ali ala ngonte buka barola mol tentu. But this shows that I am objective. Man na jam pruka mo tinya. Nin la fina negativity da mala mina janne ngafo ko nga negative da mafo but nga menje wolung mafo be wole nyama ali lamoy. I maintain the meeting bulanka wala shata jam. Medu no kachato. Meduna do sano fanan la kotole. Meduna do sano la kotole. Iko do sano charge le. O kumo moyo diata bake. Meduna fanta jawara la case to under His Excellency lawyer Usainu Dabo Tentula Bake, UDP leader. Ni wado ko na police ol kumandi pour ye Fanta Jawara fo Jawara fo Juwara lombang ya re-arrest. Fanta Jawara mil malong wala wa NPP musoti be audio boni janka jolalu men ala fita UDP le tour non dila ani Rambo Jata wala wo fero tabi fero nyin nata bounce back at them ila fero mu retol fonkang bayo sonko wol ni jaray fayanka wolu aning MP one of the MPs atondi fang MP for Lati Kunda Sabiji Yaya maintain Sanyang did the coordinated efforts ke ya tenkering so mbedi amalo kula anim vonanga kibaro soto Lamin Banda Commission of Police mambe basse ma fongola Commission of Police ya recall because ya maintain Sanyang no ya la baraka ya recall ya replace with Ken Mendy police ome ya replace wala Ken Mendy Lamin Banda ya kumandile ikaita Banjul Police Headquarters. Dalilo me ya kumandi has to do with Sidi Lamin Ba, Governor member Oma Fongola. Among content Lamin Banda like Lamin Banda is sympathetic to United Democratic Party. And we go fanang namera ka kisi ro mem fanang ke je melialan ko de cross the border and fanang do sama fanang nani kuoning ay fero so je Sidi Lamin Bata da sataro ke Adama Boroy instruction wodi ko ye abondi je bedu yam lo karola but first things first janembe dunna wolbe kono nga datinin ni mayor election aning chairman election me alan ko tilitanin kilinda malto je just fukki fan ak ben dina ko dore Banjul. I have an information to share with Rohim Malik Low at Team Banjul because I tried to contact Aissatou Njai on Friday. They are very busy with the door-to-door. So smoko wa hefi dinañ ko dégg. Amna audio tamit audio le fontita jangbe do no kata to le membota na sister ya Aissatou Ba. Alna tala audio do moy. Am the update sol fanan kelajan in regards to that. So this program is going to be loaded by Famo Keto Domandi. So stay tuned, listen, and I will open the lines later. I'll be lamaka UDP line bantabala, the current affairs so be Talatalung, the 9th of May, 2023. So ngadiamo that is demanding in regards to the forthcoming important election. Meyamaro di la UDP la polling agents la momo ye nyinta voluntarily ikoy patiole kanu ikoy tebe kala polling agent tolti atol lekal si kontiro kakal nyala alka results sa fe mali yamal la ko tenke alal hakilu tu baake kontiro lumo andum election obe commencé la wato mena boxol ni be yele la fengo fe kal nyala aliye si fo kontiro ek atolo momo be kala polling agent atolo patio nyati atolo lawyer Alaji Usainu Dabo nyati atolo executive nyati were on that day atolo ben results all different lanye in doku babi in kodi bondo in campaign be wolon ne left the result o jala mo kana sagan comme menketa no brufut in the presidential election. We don't want a repetition of that. Because now more ma from the presidential election night, polling agents who do they abandon their polling stations. They disappeared, allegedly. So what caused a lot of mayhem for us. They don't polling agents who like Carola Bake because ila ferolu ibuka for ila opponent ya moy. bari mlafita UDP nkol asola nyinna ko UDP fana mantra siri to nyalo mistake ol ketale presidential election but dunia hada mani karande luli ka karande. So this time around concerted effort will be taken for mistake ol dol keta presidential election will cannot repeat. But interfere all be for Ali Samto because that means you are arming the political opponent. And the Kenyan platform of following. Mobo Kenyan platform of follow more than NPP in quality. Mobo Kenyan platform of follow more than Mansakunda. The Kenyan platform of follow religiously. So code will be in for jam because mbe nyamen dilade. But program na party demol hakilo tenkundi. Diaspora jam nombang. Na youth movement nombang. Executive lombang. Ferol be kekane to make sure na pooling agents will they get things right. So I'll kill you kanal fora. A tolu nyanta menkela wolong ali funti ali carte fay melbe Gambia. Melbe diaspora. Ali commandi roke ala fa la moli funti da carte fay wala to la waru galti. Monitoring of the results, executive lombang, pooling agents long, in intol diaspora. About diaspora saying a sirang olo sort of UDP la national executive la nganyim fojandi. For the first time, intol diaspora ngul siran nani nga wole sort of UDP la national executive. Wolom alialan ko both shady kan diaspora chair wopi jele. Ma for the cham, the deputy chair infa by the way, me sango kondo na ma for the cham ani loli ala muso loli cham ni wato kono loli cham ma for the cham bitanke o loli fama wole banta ala mani mani ko for kala nga sango kondo ma for le yale bari mbake la platform auto fanan nyanta wo kala no beginning bari bawo nga tovore club lata. So we've expressed our heartfelt condolences to Loli Cham, ma for the Cham la muso, and farmer beleta ni wato kono, ala mane mani ko fropelay, bebe kondona sangola. So ma for the Cham ko sin executive le, ateni pata PJ for the sirin na executive, anim lamin kinte dabo, ani ambassador Jana Baba, nembe Sweden, you live in Tolo represent Kanji. So my committee ba faran so jam me alon ko Bob Touré atalon na campaign manager UDP Diaspora campaign manager Bob Touré be Finland afana la committee so dole makam so ninten dolla be media team auto dolle marta media la PR and media in the diaspora. So na various committee outreach wala na outreach chair lady wala ambassador Jana Babati. We have different committees. So dalo men nganyum fali. So ning executive yam bulodu nyobulle bawo diaspora manyana dan kodi bondo da mala ka kodo bondi rek kasi. We want to be part of the process. We want to be part of the decision making. And the UDP la last congress menketa base sorry, not base. UDP la last congress menketa recently decision order jele ko diaspora fana me sirango sotola national executive. So we are players in the national executive. We are participating in the national executive. So then things all man are right. This time the Sila Jang executive plan because we are representative. Yala what ma represent ka wala hal executive bukal lamoy but sign tol fana nga sira ngo sotole. So men kumaya ta jang wala nyinti nga ñoo lamoy. Mbenyum falale ko kununte kundingo ndina committee meeting o soto. Ndi makam so UDP la diam lal men bejang Bamba Mas Mark Jane kata Musa Sidi Keba Sabali Lamin Silla min be New York Ibrahima Tunko Marena nga meeting also to jani Aisatuba sister Aisatuba comme mele yalongo UDP la diam la balu ani sana jaju sana could not attend the meeting but he's also part of that group ndenga meeting ba shoto kunum pour ka diamol ka ideal ka neutral exchange kono ngawo meeting o soto wala na kono fana mam programme o soto ni wato kono meeting o siata mbulu baki dara London meeting wala kono nga internal media committee meeting soto me yalon ko Bob Ture was also invited. Bob Ture attended that meeting in his capacity as the chairman of the Diaspora executive. So melbe meeting dula nga repeat ko tenke makam so atabe America le atolon media team wala nyaton koti the kundingo I'm the deputy head of the media team. Bamamas UK, Brahma Tunko Marina UK, Musa Sedi Ireland, Bob Ture Finland, Keba Sabali Finland, Isotuba Scotland, and Mark Johnny Germany. Coming many along the platforms also, the audio to back. Sana Jaju Fanam was supposed to be part of the meeting, but maybe I'm on time so that I'm meeting when you attend. So meeting wala kumaya wala mpuruntol diamulalu na messaging diaspora pour ndamal sekara tenteng nga jibe audio to menyanta jareta ka funti ani memman jareka funti. Because UDP, we are structured, but we want to be even more structured. Second media la charola. So, ndani makam, then ferol belandi like a lot of rebranding ke UDP la media front in the diaspora. So, but in total kela nonda mal. Ni ñu remember do kola, ba ñu no momo ye white following sotole. Baba maska audio bonni mo jamale ka la moy. Lamin Silla Wonyama, Lamin Silla Brown, Mojabale Kalamoi, Keba Sabal Wonyama, Mark Johnny for the same, Tunko Marina the same, Musa Sedi for the same, Isatuba for the same. Amanke kunyunu da malum. But group of them expand the Fatien Sabali for Dabi Jele, Sister Fatien Sabali, for the group of Jinkono. The Lomenka Jimfali, UDP la messaging, but Tentena, na GB, men jareta funtila from us. Mammodo London belte jin groupe kono ba on tawol control lanu ba momo be jin groupe kono dol damal kambenta me kare audio lo jibe la me alon ko ni audio fanyanta funtila le fama nyana funtila so kacalbe ke kam dalo mena be jin fokam ni wato kono audio le funtita nembota sister Aissatou Babul Aissatou Ba naka programme ko janne mote Aissatou Ba la UDP nga ya question na UDP amu UDP 100% neti nin kodolom Aissatou Ba bantata NPP because NPP call meta bulala normally sometimes ika ni si ko fo mo use ka fo ha ite mo si karleti ite nyanta na la NPP le ba Aissatou Ba amu UDP 100% leti de kunde ngo ku longol tole so Aissatou Ba be audio bondela I akele purposely because United Democratic Party makoy bari obviously molbe audio ni receive la nyameng wote Aissatou Ba bulo kono atete se Hussein li bulo kono ate mo bulo kono so many use kana as an example iri audio fundita nte kunde ngona telephone busy ta back anu ngala modol fona telephone busy because na mol ka panic le iko NPP be fero le ke kan bla 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 ye menke 2021 pour que election tapale atina modolu la fita jikela tayla bar wo manke Aissatou la intention Aissatou la fita nyul la kuriale expose la so Aissatou wo suto fa on dena kajata anata audio do bondi pour que ko senende mol ka mol encourage fonti ni election diaspora nkolu bal danila ale influence do momoto ala fo kana si suo kono anduna député wolu na council wolu on the 20th of May ala make sure alkata corral kono ka fo mol ye fundi garto fay ni election kuma bayata United Democratic Party mo kana ni election ta hanti adama kaya niole lañi election oto dol fana nga niole laji ala nga moto ko nyama mo kala ni election mo ta hanti ala la mol call election fight nyame abe announce la wala nyama UDP te sonna result make police station IE said that result on falling comme keta bartes de sonna la bi de sonna la sama bari bartes election o keta nyamen fanan comme lord mayor Talib Bensouda mistake ko keta na agent ole bulu agent kana song ye bulaka results o safe o mankal la do koti IEC la nyanta results o ni a kontita ite you have to pay attention and kontir dula fanan agent sol alal hakilu tu tamewol la kontirul sol fatata nyoti dolmu tanleti dolmu taluluti dolmu kemeti ala make sure ali al hakilu tu kontir dula ning hadama dingo tapale wol lebe deal kam meli yalan ko they have no conscience nanata suñarol ibe kemila lakira la fam itolu ka election o win drong wala la objective ya win nyama ila haju tije whether in the right way or in the wrong way all what they want is ya for the candidate or the win. So we have to be extremely vigilant on the day namolo but the result will kontita na declared na mulu na collation center results also ndolbo results le tala ning IEC any tapole yake iko kibaro le fundika ne ko isa keno le NPP ilafte la tapole yalle burutana ay do bado information le dika. So moving on, media teamo mba trial like informational control men nyanta funtela forumol kono mafo mo be ba forumol diam la siatale dol taji forumol diam la be control but dem melialon ko isawar bata audio bon la audio ka jamfa within the United Democratic Party be wolela like Lamin Shilla audio dol bi jase ol bondi no bar audio melan ko sensitive ta ko ay so bala ni audio sifa ntol bo kachala la nga jibe fo ni nyanta funtela le fama nyana funtel. So you know update from the UDP Diaspora media team and the little number for la jamfa is in regards to this audio me alonko ay kija foro sama na Gambia mo jamal lafta jikla tayla ka fogo itol ta carte fayola bawo ko barobe election sudan du kare bal danila alkana woke alkana nemisande election o te suñalante sonnala fonina agent sol sagante fonina agent sol ye bulubula alilla moy balina agent sol me bulubula même fayta wala be kontela andona Gambia député o dol fanam pareta la ni election lungo ka participate fully na council ol mele yalan ko ngi elect ani mele alima elect al funti ali participate ni election is do or die for United Democratic Party, make or break for United Democratic Party. So ala baraka bake okay mantra comments all follow come because lafidanga focus men now let us not be too much focused on this rigging imbal danila please because immediately we focus too much on the rigging we are arming NPP. So melbe comment la alinga determine ka fo control Gambia lolu ben election defend lale and hopefully Fero dolbe landi jante wol fula jam. I'm not going to the details. But the election mba talale seriously. And our agents wolon tol nyati elana everything. Bari Dr. Lamin Mane UDP la keken deba definitely be dualai abe duku kendol lela abe duku wol men nante wol fula santo. Bari definitely ma tentula mba jenda. Haji Swane na la timo be tentula mbe chaila. Arjuma lungo 4 hours me meeting wala na ñim politico mol ke la time ol spend je back so wala na ni results ol kontina malla fi ni to wala kaji kunun ndol nga 3 hours like on the call. The other day we spent 4 hours ni ol be kafu 7 hours woni ñim meeting dol man killing all to call get together to make sure we get things right. So nin tol be ñin ke gam atol membe saferola altol nyantam ne kala liye makoy moli funti karto fay gana tara sanje nga silarin ko ha NPP zanyin ken wala NPP zege what is defeatist man som menna ni man somala NPP man nyanna palanala albe saferol men ke jam some of the questions nte jabila because like I said man la fi fere wo fere funti de la jam tolbe men tamandi kam so mele ala le ko saferola gala comment wol dile but ndari akla because nin ko meri akla wala drum am arming NPP ndolbe mezo sol men put la in place wolte fola santoja so let's just crack on so election of la sita sa mbita Banjul ma duga si Banjul so suma duga Banjul nak fo ma laka olof te foguma bintu si se dabo mum degana olof si se ko ndala nak way foguma ne degana olof mum leka rek la mun jabari samba dabo kroli kadi njay fana mamrati suwa kaw may. But another important game is on today. So Aling update, Real Madrid is going to play Man City in the Champions League semi-final. I'm really interested in that. Koto Mohamed Balde Ndoma Njarama. Mohamed Balde, how do you say Ndoma in Fula? Koto is my big brother. How do you say Ndoma? Okay. Banjul luma xibar mo dega buga seya ak wa Banjul NPP dega NPP dafa nek parti bu tilim bala len ma de waxuma ñepp waye sen jéego ak luñ dé doxal mo tilim o miñang okay miñawo okay miñi rawo okay you nongo miñang you nongo miña rawo something like that I don't know. Okay, thank you. Anyway, so NPP luma dega Banjul ñu ne dañ pexe the former referee Mod Sow ñu ko tuumal ne moom he is part of this plan pour ñoo xam ne government jox nañ ko xaalis mu ngi invest million pour jënd carte yi seen allegation Mod Sow so ñu ne lu ñoo plan pour def waa Banjul ngeen déglu ma bu baax a baax they want to commit dañ def dañ am list boo xam ne there is a spreadsheet boo xam ne NPP Banjul man Seexu Sedili jot naa information boobu bu leen ma laaj naka laa xamee information bi si spreadsheet bi NPP team Ibu Faye they have identified all the households in Banjul ñoo xam ne likely they would vote for Himalik Law so pexe buñ def mooy danañ dem si 2 or 3 days before election or few days before election it could be a day before election or 2 or 3 or 4 days before election dinañ dugga si kër yooyu ñu target xale yi ak even kilifa yi indi leen paper ne soo ñu sànnil karta dinañ la jox example laa wax de example exactly how much dama jox example for example ñu ne dinañ la jox 5,000 or 2,500 waaye dañoo sànni karta so how they want to guarantee because ñoom tam dofuñ duñ la jox 2,000 rek ñu bàyyi la sa karta bi because mën ngaa jël xaalis bi nga dem sànni roxilo so to mitigate that pour ñu stop loolu team Ibu Faye luñ plan mooy comme for example I'm just giving an example suñ joxe Adam Daw 2,500 Adam xam naa ne yow bokkuloo because yow yaa ngi Hamburg dama laa jox example anyway xam naa ne yow doo jël xaalis pour sànni loolu sa tur lay jox example rek so suñ joxe Adam Daw $2,500 bés bi ñu ne ko soo dugga si polling booth bi because people are allowed to go with their phones to the polling I don't think they take the nenangu ken telephone on so you soy them according to source bu ma wax NPP would expect you to take like so sani dugal si Ibu Fay da jël video. So in the record bobu nonu, then they give you the balance of the 2,500. How man that understand ngeen? Li lañ ma wax. How man that degala du dega. So ñu ne li by doing this, they are guaranteed that ñoom seen xaalis sànniñ ko si pax. Because suñ la promise ne soo sànnil Ibu Fay dina la jox 2,000 dañ laan jox jëkaaw jox advance of 1,000. So nga dem sànni nga jël doo jël photo de because photo is not efficient da nga jël video and I don't think IEC should allow that. Da nga jël video yow sooy def marble bi si box si Ibu Fay bi da nga def recording ne yow loolu nga indi loolu noonu nga save ko si sa phone bi then soo demee ñu xool video bi ne yow da nga sànnil Ibu Fay then ñu jox la balance 1,000. So ñu ne plan bi lañ am in Banjul again. So photos are allowed inside polling station. This is scary. So why Princess Bintu Bamamune they don't allow phones? Okay, I hope so. So Mansa, when ma waxee lii am bu ma laajee nit ki ndax they allow telephones to go inside mu ne ma why didn't they allow? But now Fender is saying phones are not allowed in polling booth. And somebody else said, but there's another person they say photos are allowed inside polling station. So which is which? So because source bi bu ma waxee lii man sax dama laajte ndax telephone dañ ko allow pour nga ànd ak moom si polling station. So if the telephones are not allowed, then this thing doesn't hold water. So then I dem back to the source. It is not allowed for anyone to enter with their phone. Some presiding officers are just careless. Thank you. So what we should do is maybe it's possible to NPP make a plan with a particular presiding officer to allow their people to enter with the telephone. So that is the truth. And also, who didn't vote in the councillors, they have lists so that they are all so going those people. Okay, Adam, maybe you can call me and was sent phone. So it's true that the phones are not allowed. Thank you. So that rubbishes this thing at all. I'm really happy because Boma source wa helulu. But Sisla is saying that in Gambia they are allowed because we show videos from polling station. You know, in Gambia anything is possible. You guys may think phones are not allowed, but in Gambia can hammer. So let's be vigilant. I had experience it last election. They collected my phone when I was about to enter. Great. So if it is true that they don't allow phones, then this will be more. I will go back to the source after the program. Maneko, why didn't they allow phone be? So maybe that is going to be very, very, very good. So, but MPP, paranaño jenda karta yi. Hey nak, nganna broda moy de Ibrahima Silla. Ako CDC selebe win na West Coast. Ibrahima Silla malum fa si bota le bang. So Ibrahima Silla CDC said a win na. Malo, what's gone into your head? CDC she won day. CDC said a win na Brikam. At come ame jide memfo, ako CD the win na. And CD is not gonna win. Brikam moy. Thank you, Mama Joe. Mama Joe mo time it ne phone be telephone do not allow. Lolo said na holly. That's good. Because if they allow the telephones, then this thing can happen. So Allah barakabake. Away from the mayoral election, so advisable yen ñi xamne yeen ci diaspora call leen seen nit yi ñu génna sànni carte election bi du caaxaan unless the agents are careless. So our agents need to monitor. Why? Xam nga lu xew? If somebody have got a telephone in your pocket, so Shani, you think these people are going to be thorough to check your pocket and everything? Because if you have it, they might see it. But soon as it's a post, But of course, it's whatever. You just conceal it. There's nothing there that will I don't know. It depends on the presiding officer. So, but I think I smuggled my phone in, and it was not allowed. You see, people can smuggle their phones in. You don't downplay this because Gambia, the security thing is not there. Nothing is going to alarm to say that you got something inside your phone. People can smuggle this. So let's not downplay this. If people are bent on doing criminality, they can. So it's good that we talk about these things so that our agents are vigilant. So Allah baraka away from the Fenko. So I'm with who is calling me? Let me take this call. Because my line's all yellow follow.
Hello?
Yeah, hello caller. You are live on Bantabout.
Yeah, Seko.
Itodima. Ismaila. Okay, it will be good for us to have your itala. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. Funo kay ibuka fekena. Ibuka comme ça ka ini funo da dunna no. Ibuka control.
Oh, ibuka telephone control.
No.
You see? So this is wala na nyunaganya memfore. It's possible, right? Ibuka telephone control.
It's possible. Funo ibuka control. Ni kati ya mule mbotu mo. Bare comme ça kata online. Bare ita jingi ya mole yake kombatunga na nge call ya faham nimbe.
So telephone oleke bulale. Sisla is right. So ibuka telephone control.
No. Because okay. Even last presidential election, tenga election onye nga Facebook la todo. I was on with I was a UDP monitoring team in Base. But data card made account code la wadi min na funo beta jiko. Nobody control me on it.
No, but remember on election day, so Carefile allow na telephone ita ni beta Carefile.
Exactly, they go with their phones.
Okay, thank you for confirming this. Thank you. Aliamo ile momi like doko ke IEC. So atol men ka foko ibuka telephone allowed you. Aliamo ile he worked for the IEC. Ako ibuka telephone control. So this is a possibility. So people in Banjul need to be vigilant. And wala nekos ibu final la mul after ni nekala. Ye katra wasa mul men bulu. So wolo ni tata ya fa ibu fa ya video ta yana yela balance odi na source ni fonye. So this is scary, and I don't know how this can be mitigated, but what do you need? Okay, Tungo, you miss it. You miss the whole narrative. Ibu final a team. If the Kareo Sankang some UDP targeted areas, they have a spreadsheet. It's like, for example, certain areas in Banjul, yalong ko you know ba fa laro hilole. So you go after wala Kareo wala Sankang. But nibe Kareo wala moboka kerang fai tungo ika mal mandingol ga vunyade moboka kuli di ima guarantee shot. Ede 2000 dila mola wayamura. Keba Swane, Alkanang, don't distract me, please. Gambian will not left debate lale. This is an official of IEC. I do cook I call na cook telephone or telephone tamol. It about phone are not allowed. But this man is an official of the IEC. So Tungo for after the Amla Jinkola. Alinga Tungo, go ahead and then we can crack on. Yeah. Quickly, yeah. Go ahead.
Is like the new mantra new farm kanja. Okay. Kafoko whether funo be allowed la wala funo ma allowed what a question or tija. Then that government na ima allowed new funo it okay. Pulling boot auto ni tata je carte file le nyanda carte wala file ay full je ma nyanna lola je na ka lo ta woto. Alila moy jambe men fo kanja. It is a cue to go and vote. So even do na lela mabulo delay carte of dundi ye carte of file ye funti mo la pulling boot ko iman ta kala je Kafo ko ibita modo le la carte box auto ye fantaje selfie la ka indicate ko I see manya na sonna o dinkirala.
Okay. Tungo nanya nkana mbadu.
Let me clear this particular doubt here.
Yeah.
Ila funo etarambulo kono wala etaranna difo kono yenna mabulo dendele carte fayo ke last presidential election. I voted.
Yeah.
You understand? Not telephone probably more money rights or maybe your tambulu, but in Nico bita I is la phone and we pulling boot or kono. You're not allowed to that can be a violation because Imanya Natalaji not allowed Taji and is not supposed to go in their wars to go and vote.
Okay, tungo nso do direct. Tungo. Ite be manike kon le fokan Imanya na kela. You shouldn't do it. But warning Iba kela they are different. Like karte sangom is illegal. Voter buying is illegal. But wabokaki. So let's not say because you manya na kela te kela. And we take a for them. In this modern day tungo, it takes a second. Okay, because ni mobe pulling budo kona da malaka taraji. They don't allow anybody because it's secret ballot. So ninte be na number ha bari memena tungo ila moyi. Ninte be na fenkela yalo ninna funo ngas as I'm walking to the police station na video set already. Mba dundi la na record. It's just 1 second ka recording.
No, I don't think they're gonna allow that.
Well. How would they?
That should not be allowed.
How would they know that you are doing it?
Okay, let me tell you this. I see Kyonin coming for an interpretation on interkilling. Kyonin may content. I come for all of me in the Nila Funo Sidu no jail. But in Sidu no jail, not for the purpose that they did a jail video.
Don't go, understand. Like, Ndolbenga katrova Gambia. Mado. Ndolbenga katrova Gambia. Yalom pulim buto, ida malekata fo, niba faila mole katre jibe la.
No, mo bukatare jibe le kata jele. Ye mabulo dila ni mabulo dila. Ndenyi nakale weda. Ye na film tambula. I cannot remember that. Mo remember. When I went there and takara yarambambale, mo remember kafo ko na telephone on na fendol tambula. Nta remember no. Nga lonko ntatale mabulo dinna ye mbulo ke inkoto ye fenko atondile koteke ye na carte fenko check nyina ta foye nambula le ninna funo tata nte remember nola par comme en camion fo carte fayola sarto munyeneti e nyanda tala boxo konole e manyana tala je tilitali
yalon tungo man
ni meta je fam police ol sinano le ye confront because pulin ala sarto ta ala sarto munyeneti ko etaje e carte kese kilim fay wala na yo security belo ki je niya kese kilin ki je da ka kuma tele na repeat don police ol nyanda
okay tungo la ngani nga
no mbebe ku kile mbado manyin dinkira afenke te oni ya fo ko ilin telephone o titano le o ma min ko ilin telephone o ko men wala mo manyane la telephone o tale bulu ka fo ko inate dunna astori la pocket o kono no leta ina edu wala bulo kon bari ka fo ko ibitale be rola ki ibe carte o file me no I don't think that IDC will allow that se ko manso wala
okay tungo la moy bang
I will not accept that
la moy bang yalong itebe diam kan in ideal world things that are supposed to happen but mediam gamen in an ideal world carte sang ko fo manya ngola carte mo ke la carte ko fo mo sanga manya na kachala fam we shouldn't even be here because war is illegal but ngamen voy akam na le toilet need the toilet okay ngalongo is not like for like your toilet you don't go there for your privacy but pulling boat is secret ida mal geni ala so you can within 10 seconds it hafale dunda jete 10 seconds kalaji. There is no timeline konita. You should not spend 10 seconds or 15 seconds there. Ni meta bake that will raise eyebrows. Like it had 2-3 minutes. But within 10 or 15 seconds, nobody's going to come and pull you out. Okay? Because more speed I am not in the form of learning story. After this call, I will tell you who gave me this information. No, Madu, let's not. Madu, I will tell you after this call. I'll tell you who gave me this information. This is somebody that you even speak to. And you really trust this person. And not doubt tally because take off telephone phone be allow in the phone button for what. But bring IC officer for them. I'm just say this is what they say they are planning. I'm not supporting the idea it's gonna happen.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Before the end of before the eyes, as you are doing this program, I will go to IEC, one of the top officials there.
Yeah.
IEC official don't know by coming for thing. Yalo ni tata pulling ni tata be carte o file ni futata do katare process la
okay
so time also while they are processing you yela fila funo e tare bu ko ni tata number 1 ni be lola le yeto jibe register fem ko kono list ko kono so wo tayta tan wala telephone auto woto nka wala onda explain ni tata se ko sedili yeto jibe voter list to nyon kono so ibe tar la jele nyabe tar le la ibe do may tar telephone fidul no la auto
okay
so ni pare ta auto ye bulu ko kumba tay bulu ya ke su inko kono e mabulo dila so ben fen ko le tar no la funo to la ka fo ko be la camera set la wolto ni dum ta do e ba fayla ibu fayla fen ko do stel fita ita o ke no la
okay
si futa le bu polin bu to ko ne la camera to follow ye video ke on dina ma so ni ko be o me o ke la je don they will track you out.
Okay, Tungo, let's not. Okay, thank you.
It's not going to happen.
Thank you, Tungo. Okay, and by the way, I am not taking any more calls on this issue because we'll have the caller segment. So anybody more of a call killer, you can call and give your view on this topic. And like, let me make it clear, I'm not saying that Nimbe Kelale. My role is to come and tell people that I would want to say this. Musa said the problem is if I open a line to you, there's another Mohammed Keita who also wants to call in. So Lavidal Daniel Amena Drong. If you guys can wait, Ninga line Jolie, you can talk about it. Or Musa Ninga call strictly, you can say your point within 2 minutes. Because I'm getting messages here, about 6 messages. Everybody wants to call in on this topic. And that's going to disjoint my program. That is what I'm saying, because Ning telephone call, it looks like everybody wants to have their opinion on it. But Ning Kibaro Dina is a very credible source. Let me make that clear. This is a very credible source. Amari is very connected to NPP and very connected to State House. And this person doesn't just speak like that. Amari boko wulula like a Kongol Fafani. Bantavola Jumaro and Tungo in Mari from so Biraya for you Friday. Akonyeko Ibo file a team over in the plan, but we want to rubbish it, saying it's not possible because my phone here, I've got my camera right now. It takes a second now. So my camera bot, it takes 5 seconds for me. Tunko gani for setting up your phone. This modern telephones, iPhone, everything bela phone in front of you. You see, all you need is to click and open your phone. As you are walking to the phone bot, you can open your camera. You don't have, it's not sophisticated to set your camera. I'm right now on this show. Look, my camera, I just click it. I can take a picture of the computer as I'm doing this. It takes seconds for me to do it. You can set it and put it in your phone, on your jacket. You don't have to, it doesn't mean that need a Bela fingerprint and then you have to set it up. You set it up. And even after Niela Tokuno dealer, you are walking to the thing, you can just set it up. These modern phones, is among the settings like camera said, you just click it on your thing. But I hope that it doesn't happen in Banjo because all I'm told is but to rubbish it kafoko is killer. This is something that I don't agree with. But Musa said you can call in and I will take you for 2 minutes. Then I'm not taking any more calls on this issue. Please, you can wait until the line is open. Musa said if you can call in, then we will definitely move to the next segment of the program. And I don't want it to be a lengthy discussion because otherwise we have a lot of ground to cover. Musa, if you want to call in now, you can call in and I'll give you 2 minutes. Musa said, go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
I'm making it very quickly. Okay. Number two, ni idunta pulling ni tebe fintila itita imang chance so ko kada IC la tablo ka fo bela telephone tal so mimbi je trongolo munyinti ko yemin for it could be possible mo dolu se telephone tal no le ye picho taje because IEC adwati je min satine nyatela telephone tal ba
atuta presiding officer fana bulule na la fita atesa fono ko ata alawla moni telefono e dum konoto bar jumale be telefono control la foni ya tarako ye mol ndi pulin puto yimbi fo be dunna moyelo bundato ayela funo table ni finta aya seyima lafta wadam male fola it is possible bari budun tungo fana e info ni meta jedro nya ni few minutes do re bakele je nyata dunne no kan pour ye fintinde because nda fana nga IT do ko kala I know about it
Mosa menini ngala menala ite pruge la camera set aninga video ta how long would it take you?
It take so tanole within seconds.
Ngole for tungo so yalong tabulo ka tradami. Okay, let me give you
I see mano mi kumandi I mean for na bebe kukilinde because if I see ima was sembe so but presiding officer atutake because presiding officer I sembo so at the police station at the dami puruka wolwa sifal kete I was sembo so but I see found my wolwa table but presiding officer are for morning for because similar thing na kena no Brikama suma kundala police station or what mo ya jambe bege yalo what mo yin smartphone ol man siya bari mine kake ikaya jamela natalo ika inkoleta ya mo safala mol buka asude so few minutes to rekajile kadum yalo natalo changing more than 3 times.
Okay, in fact Musa, somebody just wrote one Aminata drama ako it can happen. A lot of people voted in 2021 president election day and they took photo. We all saw it. So somebody has just commented that this even happened. People, when they are voting, they took photo that they voted and then they shared it. So
okay,
they are voting kafanga ikela fengol les share.
It is possible model sake or model they are very quick of taking things and presiding officer panang IEC bukenyi ninka ola pa kafu era telefono but the presiding officer bulu na dia type because yalo model come pa model kam ko pambula kula dolbe je sa fono ko no ni telefono be bulu be ni telefono te dunna so don't say okay no le bari putu amang ke ko min ko fenno ma ni yalo ko dualo so bani nun ko ni la ko mo ta fole no rekane na kato wa because NPP ba san na UDP ko le bulu so ita ko mu UDP ni imal la fi momin na imal la police la wo kana ka ko do dijela aka fo ko taye pannata yalo wonna talo evidence that I gonna for ya wa bulu to mari top seat ayete promise me na man na okay could you demand anything from that man because I don't want like proof to get the sunday so people have to be careful let the Banjulians be careful of doing this because if I will something for that.
But somebody's also validating, or somebody's also saying that it's true. I saw it. Some people took photos inside and shared it. So another person has just said it. So this is a possibility. But anyway, let's move on. Somebody is saying I saw some videos too after the presidential election. I know in 2016 someone did it. You see, Ramatullah is also saying in 2016. So Orlando Tungo should not just completely rubbish this because people are now saying that in 2016 some people took videos, some people took photos. So this is not.
But okay, science.
Yeah.
The Banjulians ni alongo ibufai pare fanyika. For example, ni asa alaman tank ya asa UDP kabimbulo and written what of sign ni ibufai will ni election or tambita it and finally your picture produce to your picture bond because as a ignore it's a photo, it's a picture. Because you back kila mole because it and finally left like evidence or a getable. So the Banjulians I think they are too smart for that. They wouldn't do that. So in Sifal Faukana more paranoid because no problem in Sifal Faukana is true that Banyantala can discuss Uloma Kumayata Bagel, but Gambian on Fanalianta Tapila Lebula sign. What of Bausen and Minfolo? It's a UDP Dimut. It's a Koika UDP fast, I let a UDP policy. More than they are Kafela Kantoa, Akoya Turobusa, and one and what to lose a man at the Naulapa. In a Maris will be cut because I did and Nala and didn't come to our, you know.
Abaraka Masa said, guys, let's move on. We'll move away from this topic. Menk Maita Jam, Molle Manyanela Foraya Wafila. Yalong Tubabu Jam, Jumalaka Karte Sang, Donga Karte for Jam a couple of days ago. Local government elections in the UK. Jan Iboka Karte Samui. But Gambia like Karte Samui because there's a lot of dishonesty. Tilimbalia. Mulman faham. Because ila karte o mila karte volti. No amount of money should make you sell your votes. But let's move away from this banjol thing. Now I'm going to shift the discussion to the meeting that happened in London. Vice President of the meeting with Along Kontadaji, Mohammed B.S. Jallo, not a London young. Another King Charles Lafayette called about embassy, meeting organized in London, Kunu, on Sunday, Daraji. So Lafayette focus on our speech. I make a proud Samui, Vice President of Mukuma Sifa led for J. Adiamta J. I love Maron for Albala Diamo. It's very noisy, the quality of the recording, because it's, I don't know, Ningatal Bukamui, Alafonia, then I don't need to play it.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, and Honorable Ministers, President, Cabinet Secretary, welcome again to the UK, and especially to this gathering. I think it is going very well. And now I have the honor to invite His Excellency, the Vice President, to make some remarks. And thank you again for coming.
Okay, Mustafa Sajang, I did ask question at that place. Maybe you miss it at the end. I did ask question. I didn't have much time to speak because they tried to control the time, because the embassy, the High Commission officials knew I was going to come hard on the government. So they stopped me from asking all of them, but I managed to ask and challenge them. So I would play that maybe. But Vice President Diamo, Laftali Ulamui, probably Alamu, you must have conducted Mira Naming. Vice President of the Auditor General from blame come. Albamoila. Auditor General, I call it blame. And then I'm
Your Excellency, the High Commissioner of the Republic of Gambia, the Kingdom of Kapato, then Suda, Honorable Ministers, their President, Secretary to Cabinet, community leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me first of all, with your permission, I know a lot of people here, a lot of people know me, but with your permission, I want to just single out a few people. Starting from Omar Kewembai, not because of him, but because of Haji Mumbai. Yes, sir. I think everybody knew our relationship, so if I continue, I'll be emotional. So I also want to recognize Reverend Femiko Njai. Not only because he is the community statement, because of our role in the church, but in the Gambia, she will be considered one of the elders in the community. So I want to recognize that position with your permission. Because in the Gambia, as we all know, elders take pride of place. So I want to recognize that. I also want, because I was also present when your son was getting married. I was there at the reception in Paradise Suites, right? Because the mother-in-law is a friend. So I thank you. I want to also recognize what they can do. Young Life Second and government. Because they want to get Mahamadou Mom. Custody Jalo. Wow, you what a former contact nasi seri. Mana ko contact nasi seri. Wow, nim jamela. Because lies kamom. Uko ham kita lagi tu ko kami. Konflik ko eh. Konflik tu sangat mu contact nasi. Ini recognize people in the game. So thank you very much. Actually, one of the things I was supposed to talk about is how the diaspora can contribute to the economic development of the country. And I'm glad that some of the issues that I wanted to talk about have been raised. So I'll just try to respond. I know that you have said to some of the colleagues, we can prepare whatever we want to come and say. But for many people, maybe this is the first time we have interaction, so it will be an opportunity to throw the questions at us. We will not run away from any question. We will just try to answer to the best of our ability. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but we will try to respond honestly. Because it's also an opportunity for us. I'm glad, one of the things I wanted to talk about is investment. I'm glad that somebody mentioned the need that the diaspora is not just important for remittances. Professor Jibril Fall, you have been recognized, but let me re-recognize you because you have been doing a lot for us. And in your annual end of the nation, you always present how much remittances come to the Gambia. And I think the last time it was upwards of $900 million. All right? Which is more than 25% of GDP. So that's significant. All right? So that the Gambia recognizes it.
Okay, Mbadingolo, I will pause this audio as I play it. Gambia Vice President Mamadou PS Jallo will be the London. Malayalam could join them right now. I investment on a Kumala, but I wrong figure from for young. And this is where I have an issue with Gambian government. Someone who is vice president, number 2, speaking at a forum is not abreast with diaspora remittances in 2022 was $752 million. It's not $900 million. And I said this when I took the floor. I tried to rectify him. Some MPP people thought I was disrespectful to the vice president, but I wasn't. You see, Adam Barrow of misleading information already. I expect better from Mamadou P.S. Jallo, because he's educated, not like Adam Barrow. But the vice president said $900 million, which is wrong. That's incorrect. Diaspora remittances is $752 million, which, in fact, it amounts to 62% of the GDP. But I take up more than 25%, which is vague. So that means he doesn't even know percentage of our contribution to the GDP. This is embarrassing. Therefore, Ruslu, I'm number 2. So at the international conference, your permanent secretaries are supposed to brief you. Your technocrats are supposed to brief you, because when the vice president speaks, or the president or the ministers, we expect them to give us accurate information. So that's one flaw in his speech. So diaspora, you young value diaspora, but you didn't even know. It's not more than 20, it's more than 25%, yes, because 62 is more than, but he used to give us the accurate figure in terms of 60-something%. You should not say 25. There is a variance, there's a big gap between 25 and 62%. So the vice president probably, when he was speaking, wasn't sure the percentage of remittances towards GDP. So I'll not continue.
Even your host nation, they recognize it. I know that some countries tend to weaponize it also. All right, I don't want to mention, but some countries tend to weaponize that to prevent people from sending to other countries, because they know how important that is. One of the reasons why, for example, the 2008 crisis did not affect countries like us was because of the remittances. All right, so we know that it's important. But what we want is to encourage you to come and invest. All right, I was hoping that maybe the discussion would be part of that, but I'm glad that somebody is asking what are the areas, all the areas of investment. Infrastructure is one of the areas that we want to invest. Since I came even before, when I was Secretary General, one of the things that they have been trying to do is everybody knows that a lot of government departments are renting. And that cannot continue forever. Right now, I think we are spending, my permanent secretary is here, we are spending upwards of $13 million every year on rent. On offices that are going to be there permanently. So what we are saying is, we invite particularly Gambia who have the resources, come and partner with us. You can build offices for us, we can rent to you until, sort of like rent loan. Those kind of, opportunities. These are some of the things that we want to know to you. There is agriculture. We know about agriculture. We know about many other things. So everybody here was in the DPP unit. Now, of course, is in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But what we are saying is, we want to encourage Gambians to come in the diaspora, particularly to come and invest. If there are bottlenecks, let's talk together and see how we can remove those bottlenecks. This is what we want to talk about. I'm glad that even in terms of investment, and I think I want to link that with the proposal for the cultural week. I have been discussing with the ministers of finance and trade to sort of like have a trade mission to the diaspora. Spend some time with the diaspora, talk to them, look at what opportunities exist, what advantages they can give to the Gambian diaspora to entice them to come and invest. You can invite other people to come and invest, but at the end of the day, they repatriate all their profits. But for the Gambian diaspora, when you are repatriated, you repatriate home. So nothing goes out. All right, we are not saying don't encourage others, but we say, please, we know that there have been some bad experiences in the past, but we want to guarantee you that we want to address those issues. Let me also link that. I know that a lot of people talk about mental health issues. It's a problem. Psychologists, psychiatrists, we don't have them. Right? They have to be trained. Even if you want to introduce them in the University of Gambia or whatever university that is coming up, it's going to take time. It's going to take time for us to have the critical mass that is needed in the society. So I think, as somebody, I'm glad that, first of all, I'm actually pleasantly surprised that there is this kind of work that is coming from you people down to the Gambia. This is what we want to encourage. When you have your sabbatical, for example, you go and work with the University of Gambia, like Prof said. There is only one person there. Maybe if you have a year or some months of, come and do some modules, or maybe look at some online solutions. And I think these are things that we want to encourage. If you want to do that, as a government, we can see how we can help facilitate that, because really, we are getting technical assistance from many other countries from the UK. Hopefully tomorrow we're meeting with the Secretary General of the Commonwealth. One of the issues that I want to present to her is actually technical assistance to help us in our institutions, both in terms of higher learning and government institutions. In terms of capacities, like you have mentioned. I take the note in terms of mental health policy. We take note of that and take it as a responsibility to see that is done. Because not only mental health, there are lots of other policies that are actually colonial era policies that need to be looked at. Now, the air access, one of the things that Foreign Affairs has mentioned, but also one of the issues, actually, there's a lot of demand. For example, Banjul Freetown number, the route that Gambia was doing that route until Ebola. Right? There's a lot of demand for that. But you see, sometimes some of these airlines, the demands that they are making is impossible for government to accept. But as we speak, I can tell you there are lots of airlines that want to do that, and maybe other routes. I think there is also the Swiss, not the Swiss, or Finnish. I understand there is Finnish. That one we want to follow, but definitely it is in the government interest to make sure that we have a direct route from Bali to London. The government is working tirelessly on that, but like I said, these are some of the issues. Because they just don't want that, they want you to give them all the rights. It means that if you give them, the Gambia International Airlines will be boss. These are some of the things that one has to consider. I know a lot of people talk about access to government. I'm not sure what you mean by access to government, but one thing I can guarantee you, my office, I have an open door policy. Anytime you want to come to the Gambia, you want to see me, please, you are welcome. You can make an appointment. My protocol is here. You can always make an appointment through him or through my permanent secretary. All right. But I'm not speaking for everybody, but I think sometimes we say there's no access when we cannot substantiate. This is the problem. I have many people say, oh, since you have been appointed, I cannot get your number again. My numbers have never changed. This is a general excuse. My numbers have never changed. All right. My Gamcell number was actually.
Just be a bit patient. Very soon we will get up done and dusted with the speech. There are certain parts of the speech that I want you to pay close attention to. When he spoke about corruption, when he spoke about the audit report. That's why I'm playing this here. Obviously, now he's talking about access issues, and I think Noha Sise raised that issue. Government officials are, so he was responding to that issue. So he's accessible. So I told the Gambia, now for the Gambia, his phone number I'm gonna change, and he's accessible. Just contact this protocol. I don't think it's that easy to see the vice president, but he's making it as easy, on the audit. But he will talk about corruption. He will talk about the audit report. That's why I want to analyze for the purpose of the program. Now, all for it, I will move away from this topic. So let's be patient and listen to Adam Aborola number 2.
When he was working with Gamcell, and that number is still with me. If you call me from that number, you'll still get me. But I think sometimes some people just want to make excuses. They say, oh, since you got in the office, you're not easy to get anyway. But our office is, we have a policy, you can, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is here, the High Commissioner is here. I think for the diaspora, I'm sure the Prime Minister will agree. Most of your requests should pass through the High Commission. All right? But I think as when you are in the Gambia, we can also help push. I can give you that guarantee. Because it's in our interest that you get what you want. Because if you succeed, it's the Gambia that succeeds. This is what we do. That's what I'm voting. I know this is. I told my guys, I said this is something that is going to come up. All right. Okay. No, I mean, as Prophet has said, it's in the constitution. What is left now is how to socialize that. All right. So definitely the government is looking at ways of making that possible. Okay. Because it's a lot of logistical arrangements. Some countries are doing it. For example, if you want to have, for example, in Europe, where do you have the voting? If it is in the UK, where are you going to have it? It's going to be in the High Commission in London. Those of you coming from Nottingham and stuff like that. These are all logistical arrangements that have to be looked at. And I'm glad to say we are now in the final cycle of this cycle. Hopefully by the next cycle, something clear would be. But what I can guarantee you is that the government is committed to find ways and means of making that possible. In terms of the dual nationality, that's a constitutional issue. But what I can guarantee you is that we are looking at the draft constitution again. You see, unfortunately, When people talk about the draft constitution, they only look at the term limits. Only that's the list of the problems of that draft constitution. There are tons of problems. People talk about the draft constitution without going through it. There are tons of problems in the draft constitution. Land issues, you name it. Nationality issues. One of the things that we have signed protocol to indicate that we are not going to make anybody stateless. But our draft constitution was going to make thousands of Gambians stateless. There are many Gambians who because in fact they may be what was the third generation, okay, Gambia. But because the fourth generation Gambian did not get the paper, the second generation will not get the paper, the third generation will not get the paper. So we continue that side. This is what is happening. You see people coming from Mali, from many other countries. Their children were born there, their grandchildren were born. They still are considered foreigners, and based on that draft constitution, they will still be considered foreigners. I think these are just an example of one of the things that we have to clear. But we rest assured that we are looking at that. We will still expect some comments. From Diaspora, from other areas. But the draft constitution will come back to Parliament for hopefully we have had consensus by the time it goes back to Parliament. Now quickly, the sign money issue. I agree with you. We all agree about the sign money. But let's face the facts. I think all of us we know that all the time the sign money was from the beach. Those of us who were born in Banjul, all the mining was in Vigilance. It was only when Terabang was coming that they moved from Vigilance. Alright? But yes, now we are talking about environmental damages and stuff like that. Okay? The point where it's now a crisis. Actually, getting sand is a crisis at this point in time. But then again, you have a Gambian from the diaspora who comes and wants to engage in offshore mining. And then he is experiencing some obstacles. These are the challenges that we have in our society. But we are trying to address that. But hopefully, yes, because that is what is recommended all throughout. Offshore mining. Offshore sand mining. And hopefully we will address that. In fact, I'm chairing a cabinet subcommittee that is actually looking at those sand mining issues involving the Minister of Environment, Minister of Petroleum, and others.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of, again, just two things that I give up. First of all, the issue of the backway syndrome. Let's face it. The only Minister of Higher Education has talked about.
Okay, guys, I want you to listen to this part. Gambia Vice President, there was somebody, a lady at the meeting venue, who specifically asked the issue of the backway. Mankataning Komala, Silora. Vice President Jaloko problemo is with the parents. Gambia Alfalo Lilamoy. Ako Gambia Alfalo, Kilifa Gambia nyo ame problem. Du Hali. Moko wade. Mone, this backway thing is not even the problem of the youth because parents ñom ñoo de encourage doom yi dem backway. Deglu leen ma bu baax a baax man waxuma lii. Adama Barrow Vice President Mohamed B.S. Jallow moo wax lii London loolu tax maa ngi tasaare lii si audio yi. Because nguur gi ñi ñoo dee dem si kilifa yi di ut karta. Élection baa ngi ñëw dinañ du si kër jàmbur. Waaye mu ne yenaay problème bi mu ne du xale yi. This section is very important. We listen to it. Ngeen déglu ko from the horse's mouth. Si làmmiñam dina wax ne problème bi is with the parents. Déglu leen fii.
All the universities that are coming up, all the opportunities that are there. If you do an assessment of those who are going backway, most of them have skills. I've said it, most of them have skills. Earning thousands of dollars. But a lot of the time, unfortunately, it's their parents that are pushing them to go backway.
Déglu ngeen ko mu ne unfortunately it is their parents that are pushing them to the backway. So Gambia Alfalu, Adama Barrow Vice President ko ato leka dindingul nyuri yeta tude bakwe deglo len ko fi ma play at ko.
Yes, there is very little government can do. You can go around sensitization. System of if you don't know, you're not easy to get anywhere, So, but our offices, even we have a command policy, you can like we. In your annual tax reporting, $1 million without proper documentation. The tax rules. For me, that's the list of the problems of that tax proposition. There are tons of problems. People talk about the tax proposition without going through it. There are tons of problems in the tax proposition. Land issues, you name it. Nationality issues. One of the things that we have signed protocol to indicate that we are not going to make anybody stateless. But our draft constitution was going to make thousands of Gambians stateless. We have many Gambians who because if they may be what would I say, third generation, okay, Gambian, but because the fourth generation, you are not helping at all. I thought I just want to say that when it was so the next thing one know that if I need my sorry for anybody who receives money gets a central bank check. I think National Assembly is a National Assembly that should invite justice and being prosecuted. Things that are coming up, all the opportunities that are there. If you do an assessment of all, offshore mining, offshore sand mining, and hopefully we will address that. In fact, I'm chairing a cabinet subcommittee that is actually looking at those sand mining issues involving the Minister of Environment, Minister of Petroleum, and others. Now, in terms of, again, just two things that I give up. First of all, the issue of the Bankway syndrome. Let's face it, the Honorable Minister of Higher Education has talked about all the universities that are coming up, all the colleges that are there. If you do an assessment of those who are going Bankway, most of them have skills. I've said it, most of them have skills. Earning thousands of dollars. But a lot of the time, unfortunately, it's their parents that are pushing them to go Bankway. It's their parents. There is very little government can do. You can do a lot of sensitization. But we feel that unless you go out, you don't make it. We've had the syndrome, this thing, Barcelona. Or Barca. Barcelona or Barca. How can you have that job? Yes. Barcelona or Barca. Yes. And then, you have seen cases where parents will sell their cattle, will sell their land just for their children to go. There's very little government can do. What government can do? It is already illegal. It is already illegal if they are prosecuted. They are prosecuted. They are prosecuted. That's why. No. We can give you tons of example. See, we can give you tons of example. The police have arrested. No, please, allow him.
So this is a section during the proceedings. There was an altercation funding ke all the crowd kono. I vice president challenge ako muna na market illegality or do the bad way and commotion oketa. So embassy staff will nata. They want to stop the gentleman from speaking. Yes, be it that the gentleman should not have interjected Vice President Mediamola because I think that was improper. But Aliaje Moiko, Vice President, was telling them, let him speak. So this is where I commend him. All of them. I think this is commendable. He showed tolerance and even told the embassy staff not to stop the gentleman. So this is why I said he did something Mealongo is really good on his part, and it shows his level of tolerance because other people in fact, one of the embassy staff was threatening to take one of the High Commission staff. It's not embassy. One of the High Commission staff. I'm not going to name the individual, but you would hear in the audio saying that if you do, we were going to send you out. And that's where the Vice President interjected and said, no, allow him to speak. There was commotion, there was tension there in the hall because this gentleman intervened. So this is where a bit of tension happened. Allow him. The Vice President was saying, allow him. But the High Commission officials were trying to stop the gentleman, and the gentleman will not give up. So this is where I got tension all American in the hall on Sunday.
I think, no, please. So the thing is, he has a question. Let's make it illegal. I'm saying it's already illegal. And the fact of the matter is that many people have been arrested, even attempting from Kanye and many other places. People are arrested. Then they change their location. They now move from Kanye, they go to Gina. And they get arrested from Gina. So what happens is they now get into small boats to move. They move out of the Gambia jurisdiction. Everywhere there are signboards there, like I said. You see, the thing is, if people are bent on breaking the law, there's nothing to do with that. But the law is there, right? But we have to educate our parents. We don't have to go back to basics. The government has a lot of programs. The youth employment project is there. Many other projects are there. Where youth are, even those who are coming back for needs. In fact, that was why talking about mental health, I think it's very important as far as these people are concerned. This is where you have some of the challenges. A lot of these people who are coming back, they have mental health issues. And that has to be addressed. And I think together as a government, from the Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we come together to see how we can help, at least try to address some of those issues. Now let me come back to this issue of corruption.
Okay, this is where this is the interesting part for me. Musa said I didn't forget to ask about Auditor General. I wish you guys were there. This meeting was so chaotic. I was the only one who asked questions. Only 15 minutes was allocated for Q&A. But during that 15 minutes, I was speaking and they were interjecting. Even the master of Senate was trying to cut me off. I would play the part where I spoke. And you will hear I got frustrated. And I even told them, if you don't want me to speak, I can just go back home. Because they didn't want me to. I was commenting before I asked my question, because I was going to lay the ground for my question. But they were so impatient. In fact, they gave me a minute killing later. And I think Mamadou Tangara, who knows me, I work with Mamadou Tangara in government, and he even spoke about me in this program. I'm not going to play that here. That I'm a talented guy, and he acknowledged the good job I did, the foreign minister. When I was giving 1 minute, Mamadou Tangara said, no, give Sejeli 3 minutes. I was only giving 3 minutes to solve. But the audit report, he already addressed that, even before I asked the question. So that's why he's coming to talk corruption. So I did not forget. I wish I was given 5 minutes to speak. I would have even addressed the issue of the babies. I couldn't even address that. The issue of the Public Order Act, all the corruption, the auditor report, but I was given limited time. Unfortunately, I was thinking that Musa Jame, my colleague, was going to ask question when he was given chance to vote of time, but Musa did ask question. I don't know what became of Musa, And Musa said he was going to ask question, but he was the only person who spoke after me, and then he only did the vote of thanks. I don't know what went on, whether he lost the control over himself. But Yalong, what I witnessed in this meeting is lesson learning. Wallahi, Gambia, we have a long way to go. Until Gambia, we have a long way to go. Gambia no book, Gambian Jamaba Bije book Hani government official, and they want to doggo for this government official. I was in that meeting. People were queuing to take photos with these people, as these people are from heaven. When these people speak, you see them in Tachu. With everything that is going on in our country, just today I was listening to King FM. There is a group that is going to have applied for permit with all the problems happening in our country. This meeting was a lot of time wasting to give out awards. They spent about 1 hour giving awards, and they gave 15 minutes to Q&A session. We are not serious. Vice President came with 3 ministers. We have a lot of questions to answer, and they allocated 1 hour to give this certificate. They wanted to give me a certificate. I said, I don't need it. Because one of the embassy staff said, oh, if we know you are coming, we would have also given a certificate because you are doing a good role, even though we are not in agreement with you, but you are doing a good role in terms of civic education, trying to your country. I said, thank you, but I don't need your certificate. All right? And I told them, I said, I don't need a certificate. But other people who accepted it, it's their take. For me, this certificate to me, it's not valuable to me. All right? To me, I don't mean that it's not valuable to others who took it, but to me. But they offered to give me a certificate. I said, I don't want it. I said, I don't need your certificate. So, but let's move on. Let's listen to the Vice President's speech on corruption. Alalamai.
Because you see, when you talk about
the audit report,
big question is corruption. All right, big question is corruption. But again, there are financial experts here. I will come back to my brother here. I want to invite many others. Mr. Sara here. You know, these are the finance experts. All right. Now, there's a danger that is happening in the Gambia. The internal audit report is a management document. The internal audit is supposed to help the management. All right. Now, when they do a report, now that report is to advise management. It's to raise questions they don't understand, so management respond. It doesn't mean that you are guilty. The danger we have now is the internal audit will have a report, or even the national audit office will do a management report and it's not in social media.
They have a problem with social media.
Yep. And remember, you are dealing with somebody's parent, somebody's father or mother, who is accused of something he or she might not have done. This is the problem we have in the society. And then when we now find out that all of that is not true, everybody is quiet. For that issue of Badia, when they realize that actually there was money of it, it never came back. It never came back. Because at the time, anybody who receives Badia gets a central bank check. Anybody who, if you are traveling, you get your money, it has to be from the central bank. This was the issue. All right? Even the National Audit Office raised queries. Now, it doesn't mean to say that people have not misused funds. No. No. Let's be honest. What I'm trying to say is, let's be very clear. Audit report, see, National Audit Report actually is sent to the National Assembly. The audit report is not going to say you are guilty. It's going to say you have spent $1 million without proper documentation. Then the head of the department, in most cases, is the permanent secretary, will now try to provide answers. If the answers are not satisfactory, then we will now send the report to the National Assembly. If the National Assembly is not satisfied, that's the time they invite the police and justice to investigate. What I'm trying to say is, please, if that happens, let us allow the process to continue. From National Assembly, let it go to Interior and Justice for them to investigate and prosecute. But even before that stage, people are being prosecuted in social media. That's the
He is blaming the National Audit Office. What they did was unprofessional. It's unprofessional on their part, blaming the National Audit Office, Karamba Tues office, that one document will leak on social media even before the National Assembly finished its work. This is an allegation that the Vice President made, but it's untrue. Because they are all, Adama Barrow said, audit report is just an opinion. And Vice President Jallo is saying the same thing, but in a different way. Trying to say, okay, this is just a management information. Doesn't mean that somebody is guilty. Ko nyunumu one the parents already. I Khalifa Jamburla. You get your Hassan too on social media, even before validating. Gambia we have a problem. Money audit internal audit reporter, nyom dañu wara joxe report in National Assembly. From there it goes to Interior or wherever. Waruñ ko waxtaan on social media. Déglu leen seen Vice President bu baax. How can we have a corrupt free society? Nga am president ak vice president am xelaat bi. At this meeting I was fuming. Waaye mënuma wax. Because if anything, he was speaking, I cannot just cut him off because that will be rude. But I was boiling inside me. I was fuming. I hope that this was a debate where I could have been given 10 or 15 minutes to debunk what he said. But he's misleading, and some people were clapping for him. Ñun Gambia dañ am problem. Bum do wax yi, some people were clapping for him. Naka la ñoo mëna transform our country? Because Vice President lu ma wax fi, tontu naa ko nag. Internal audit reports, once they are completed, they become public information. Lutanguri Gambia ragal social media. If you are clean, why are you afraid of social media? If the report goes to social media, what's your problem? If you are clean, so we can against set. Lutangin ragal social media. Why they are always talking about social media? Money. Internal audit report, what are your circulate document before it goes to National Assembly? They are laws in the Gambia. But internal auditor's report, Auditor General's report, is public. So they can take a Mohammed B.S. Jallo. Mungi dal auditors. Because mo mungi protect parents while fighting a taxpayers. But let's carry on. Albela Meko European line bantabala. Katandi ko nga mo man sekunda si fale so. Walati na mans High Commission. Suntu Turening, ne Barrowol, and High Commissioner Fatou Bensouda, they cleverly structure this program to give no time to people to talk. Because they know somebody like Sekou Sedile will be there to challenge them. Look, I am not like, I'm different. Let me tell you one thing, there are a lot of people on social media who will make noise, but neither any meeting they will shy away from action or challenging government official. I'm not one of those people. Even if the whole crowd is against me, I will speak my mind. Because Hadamadingo, be who you are. Don't pretend to talk behind. When you see government officials, you are scared to speak your mind. Don't remember Europe, don't like a complaint. But go to that venue on that day. How many people had asked questions to challenge the government on corruption? Some people spoke before me. They didn't raise corruption. Nuha Sisi raised it, and I want to thank Nuha. Nuha raised corruption and the fact that government is not accessible to people, officials. Thank you, Nuha. But we had other people who spoke. Dolebe Diaspora janka wuri na banko kereten. But there are some people now. Nina Ranying Mansakona criticism, I'm not going to listen to them. Surely. Because the crowd was against me on that day. Some people were very upset with me because I'm a public figure because I work on the platform. So people know me a lot. When I enter the room, some people were murmuring, "Wa momla." And these are NPP folks, people who are sensible to NPP. So they have an agenda against me. They were even saying, "Lolo, issue you fee. Politic issue you fee. This is not a political forum." Why express the new engagement? We have to ask the government question. Man suma xelaat ak ñom seen bokku ñom dañu fa dem pour tàccu man tàccu yóbbu ma fa man duma I draw from Crawley an hour drive to London on a day where I could have gone out and have a meal, enjoy myself. I drove there purposely to ask salient questions to these people. For you. Okay? So when you have an opportunity to speak, even second in 1 minute, ask relevant questions. We cannot be shouting here, going to meetings, complaining about this government. When you have an opportunity to speak, you shy away from it. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. And we shouldn't do that. Aling us serious to save this country. Another Molde talk and I came under fire at the meeting, but I care less. I don't give a tosh. So listen to the Vice President. In fact, taxpayers' money should be more of concern to you about the image of those parents. This government is corrupt to the core. But whenever they talk about the audit report, they are trying to blame Karamba Toure. And that's why I came in defense of Karamba Toure. I told them Karamba is a highly educated man who knows his job. So they cannot trivialize his work. The Vice President was trying to blame him in a different way. And this is wrong. And then, Bela mentality, and all these ministers, most of them, they are just supporting the government because obviously they are enjoying. Today, I'm not group Bunbuka protest. They have applied for permit. Group Gomsa Bob. They have written to the IGP to protest against NAWEC because of the increment in electricity and aid. Usainu Gambia was interviewed today on King FM. But these ministers, are they going to feel the pinch about increase in water rates? Is the Vice President going to feel it? No. The Vice President may not be even paying for water. But when they were speaking, we have people in London clapping for them. Is their right? If you want to clap for them, that's your right. But I feel that we can do better. Our country is going down. And some people were taking the political lens. I heard some women complaining about KMC. Why you have KMC now? And they don't even know what they are talking about. Because KMC, Talib Gina Namune, Solen Ame evidence the massacre, Yobolen ma court. Talib Lungo de Foler, Kugum Bopam Rekmo. You guys are saying KMC Tapale Mofanega. What stopped you from taking them to court? You are in government. Why they sit in their little corners and some of them they have anti-UDP agenda. Nyom Luther Nyinge support government is because they can't stand United Democratic Party. Some of them are tribalist. Nyene nyi munu stand because man buma lugo si hold this. Some people are like the man leka. Why man can follow ma can? Right? Because man dega na nyu wasane demal nga wax lulu sa platform bi. I was invited by the I Commission. Let me make that clear. Council bi muma call muna ma dem fa. Manego bugoma fa dem. But after second thought, I spoke with some of my colleagues at the level of the party, and they said at least we should have a representation there. Loluta madam. And I didn't regret going. I commended the Gambia High Commission, and because me, I like to give the credit where credit due. I commended the Gambia High Commission for the initiative they took to organize this forum, and I said that during my speech. And I want to commend the Vice President for the tolerance he showed at that meeting. And I have even said it. Okay, I even said it to the council of Vice President be lum wone rek tay ci meeting bi de su fekkene lolou la mel kontaan na ci mom because he's very tolerant. He, even when people say don't allow this person to speak, he will say no, bàyyi leen ñu wax. Even me, when I was speaking, they wanted to cut me off. Tangara and Vice President said they should allow me to speak, which is really, really good, and I have to say that here. ñu ne ñaar xamut wa ñett xamut wa ñaari xam na Tangara xam na ma, and that's why he had to speak highly of me at this meeting because Tangara ak man liggéey na. In fact, I told them I'm not blowing my own trumpet. Trade policy of Gambia ñun ñoo ko binda. Investment policy of the Gambia ñun ñoo ko binda. Pura mi tey bu nga pugaroni pura bala government establish pura ñun ñoo binda cabinet paper because institution bu soko set up a company, first of all cabinet paper la njëkk binda. Then get them to the regulatory framework, the legal framework. You know, there been a legal framework, it goes to justice. The legal instrument. Why Pura, the cabinet paper for the excellence of Pura and Gaipa, we're the ones who wrote it. Te wax naa leen ko ma ne leen soo ku def loolu kooku naka nga ko mën a question ne bëggul réewam ma ne leen yéen gënul la maa bëgg suma Gambia yéen ñu ngay wax fii di support Barrow what some of us have contributed in terms of institutional setup in that country yéen defu leen ko. And Tangara witnessed that. Tangara even told them that Madam Mong, we were going to meetings, then them European community meetings together. Even Suntu Tore told me, you see, our guys speak highly of you. And I go, yeah, fine. They could not have my flatter. But what I've witnessed in this meeting, we have a long way to go, Gambia. Gambian dafa buga yifi siburo. Gambian am na ñoo xam ne yow jox nañ la outlet an avenue pour nga am dara loolu doy na la ñeneen ñi there is somebody koo xam ne moo ngi UK fii dama fi wax turam bu ma doon wax bu ma doon altu affaire yi Fatou Touré waaye moom dinaa wax ak moom at another event wane ko sa opinion la because gis nga Gambia lu mu boobu yow sa mbokka mu si benefit rek da nga farle government bi loolu du yóbbu Gambia kanam nañ leen oytu bu baax a baax why it was a lesson learning for me to go to that meeting. It gave me Tunko, man, I think you should have come because it afforded me the opportunity from Niti send true policy. But let's continue listening to the Vice President and then we'll move to the other subjects. I'll be like European and Bandavalla, current affairs show.
National Assembly that should invite justice and interior. Okay? Most of the time, like I said, if they are found culpable, they will be asked to reform. There are cases where people have been asked to reform, right? Yes. People have been asked to reform. The Accountant General was asked to reform and a couple of permanent secretaries because of some issues that, was not satisfactory and they were found culpable. What I'm actually pleading with people is until the person is found guilty, let us not castigate them because we are dealing with people's parents. Okay,
Vice President Jallo, I didn't have the opportunity to respond to you, but I will use this platform to respond to you. Mune, we should wait until somebody is found guilty. But this process is that auditors do their investigation. You know that. They give it to the National Assembly. But why nothing happens after? Nobody has been prosecuted since the auditor report. And they are, even your offices are boss, Adam Abaro. Auditor General's report raised in terms of refurbishment works, Hadim Guy. And the education, COVID-19 funds, millions missing for students studying. And nothing happened. So when are they going to be prosecuted, Vice President Jallo? This is our frustration. The report is there, it's stuck. And I raised the global fund money, and he was trying to be defensive. Gambia, we have a long way to go. While Deglulen, then after I will play my intervention, and I will also play Musa Jame's speech. Musa spoke at the end. All right, let's listen.
It's very important because when you find out that what we said is actually not true, the papers will never write. They will write the accusation, but they will not write the response. It does not mean that, like I said, I'm not trying to say that there is no corruption. There is corruption. And the corruption is not starting now. It has been there for a very long time.
When a corruption is there, it didn't start now. Vice President Jallo. Even Europe fee, corruption movie. There is no corrupt free society. You don't need to lecture us on that. So new problem moy fee. So corruption amon. Appropriate measures are taken. Why? Yenyange am permanent secretary Bohamne, Asan Jallo. I didn't have opportunity to say all these things at the meeting. Because I didn't have time. Asan Jallo, the Falabach fertilizer. And he's still permanent secretary. Bakari Baji, involved in per diem scandal, still minister. and you vice president mu ñoo team di wax ne ñu dañ war xaar then that person is actually prosecuted, found guilty. But you have a per diem fraud minister serving in cabinet with the vice president, they talk. I think Musa Jame could have used his vote of thanks to talk about the per diem. Man, I didn't have the time. Musa was given time to speak, but he could have raised Bakari Baji's issue to say, you know what, I'm giving this vote of time, but minister, vice president, you raised the issue of corruption, but in your cabinet, you have a minister who actually was caught paying his wife per diem. But Musa can just put that comment in. Or maybe Musa Jame can call and explain why he didn't do it. I'm not in his mind. But he should have. You see, we cannot be in the diaspora complaining about these issues, but when we have the golden opportunity to speak to the people in power, we fail to do it. This should have happened. Ibu Juara should have done it. This should have happened. Let's constructively engage one another. Ibu raised the issue of sand mining, which is also important, but the topical issues of corruption that is so dear to us, these are the things that we should throw out there. There was one lady who raised the issue of the back way, and I must commend her. Yes, somebody raised the issue of the $20, the $1,000 and whatever. I think that's Professor Jibril Fall. And thank you. And that's why I didn't talk about that. What they responded was, I think Tangara said they are planning to put that in the ticket. They are working on it. If I add the ticket or later. But at least somebody raised the issue. The diaspora voting, Professor Fall raised it. And you had the vice president, I'm going to the same thing. We are working on the constitution. Yes, the constitution is working. They don't give us timeline. Just like the justice minister keeps talking, we are working on the. Somebody raised the issue why people with dual nationality become a minister. That's what I'm going about. Now, totally government official on meet. Alinkan concerns or race. Manta ni meeting will fan fair. Let's pay little attention to this certificate. These certificates don't mean nada. These certificates are not going to give you jobs. For that, Abela line means Abela do quote, it can add your CV. Like if you are in the health, maybe you got a award in that health, that is good. But to me, who said it, I have received better certificates than this. My academic certificate, I have received tons of certificates on training, which are more valuable than this Gambia High Commission of Training. To me, I got a certificate from the World Trade Organization on a trade policy course. To me, it's more valuable than Gambia High Commission giving me a recognition. With no disrespect to them. All right? So that's why I say thank you. No, but thank you. I don't need your certificate. But I am not saying those who receive it should not receive it. I'm talking for myself because everybody is different. All right? I was offered. They said they want to make a certificate for me. If they had known that I was going, I said thank you. I don't need your certificate. But the vice president trivializing corruption is worrying. Adam Abaro trivializing corruption. Woman surprised. Because Adam Abaro himself is corrupt. But so far, I don't know the vice president is corrupt, and I wouldn't say it. Because Vice President Jallo, they go anything that involved in corruption. Why Adam Abaro, they corrupt. That's why Adam Barrow is alleged to be giving, according to Ben Suare, 2.5 million, 2.2 million Amsi Botran. And up to today, Barrow hasn't filed any lawsuit against Suleiman Ben Suare. So we Gambians will then gomne, Luson Suleiman Ben Suare was muy dega. Because Bu Ibrahim Sankare gain fee, when Adam did not file lawsuit, could only like a tea honey sign. And near to me, Koyo Sunya or like a man, Ikobita Kitty Bunda Lemantaji. Suleiman Ben Suare ko if Adam ma su or mo balon ko ay men volonté sun to Gambia no be ñu mutal ko Suleiman men fo toñalo do andu Adam te hani like Suleiman Ben Suare sam kiti wala let me make that clear do Adam membala lara ndakoto fe nori jamale biji Adam man tilin wala na Adam in fact mena diamola blado la jam Adam be men plan kan Gambia no. So let's go on with this. And I will play this. We'll carry on.
Because even you see, I have to say, it's in our culture. The one you are appointed, Jebule. That's the thing. That's the thing. You are appointed, the more you are appointed to a position, you know, I mean, like, if you give them before you realize.
Okay, but audio plala. I will look for the part where I spoke next, and I'm going to play that. Then Ningos direct
Last time when I was on the rising, about 10 minutes that they never had in Gambia.
Sorry, I lost track of this audio. I'm going to clean it again. I'll be like
Cabinet ministers present here, Hypocrisy, and all present here. I just want to thank the Hypocrisy for organizing this session. This is surprising. I'm not really critical of the Hypocrisy. I was expecting. So this is a good opportunity for us to interact. In the future, I hope more time will be given to Q&A, because to me that's the most important part of this application, because we rarely meet on an occasion like this. So that's a side of it. Okay. The questions I have loads of questions, tons of questions. But I'll just try to load this question into one. The Vice President defended the issue of corruption. I did not defend it. So that then, in a way, I came across to me as different. I explained. Okay, explain. But what I would like to say, auditors report is public information.
Okay, this is Sehu Sedley speaking, and I would be contributing one. Yeah, this is the thing. I started speaking, and the Vice President interjected me. That's wrong. Just like I said, when he was speaking, the other gentleman should not have interjected. But this is typical Gambian attitude. I started saying the Vice President was defending the issue of corruption. And he said, no, I am not defending, I was explaining. He interjected. Well, he should have allowed me to speak. When I speak, then he responds. This is the hierarchy of the Gambia. You know, Gambia number 2. He couldn't have the patience to wait until I landed, but he just interjected straight away because he was just quick to defend. But carry on. That didn't stop me from making my point. I made my point.
Anywhere in the world is for public information. If you Google it now, you will know what this report is for public information. So what I would like to say is, the $10 million is raised by the finance minister, the global fund money from Switzerland, and he acknowledged that money was will be returned to the global fund, and that is out of corruption. People in the government are good investors. So when the government is trying to pay back using our taxpayers money, that's the content of the letter is in public. So this is what the finance minister said. I respond to it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, you see, he interjected for the second time. He said, I understand the question, I will. This is unethical on the part of the Vice President. When I was speaking, there should have been decorum. Allow me to speak. I am Bulanga Diamu. What he should have done was he should have taken notes. Vice President Jallo, next time, please do that. He should have done. He interjected twice when I said he was defending the issue of the corruption. He interjected. I interjected. Akamkuntu. What I interject. Then bring the the global fund. I spoke about the 10 million tamame along kuma sekunda nkulia labaj. Sidike de letero safe. Kafo ibe kurujo la global fund no fana raise meeting dollar. Minister Deko for it. I will explain. He intervened. But let's continue.
The public domain, the is in public domain that we cannot all read, we all read questions. So the Auditor General's word. Auditor is a professional. Kamba Ture is highly educated. No one can dispute that. There's a lot of corruption in the government, and even the U.S. State Department did say it. And the Transparency International also said that. So let me ask you.
Okay, you see, when I was making these points, MPP Nkolman Kontani, they are trying to interject. Alka background noise, they are trying to confuse me. They're trying to, and this is where until we have a long way to go. If when they were talking good things, Ntoluman interview, Ntoluman stop, we listen. But when somebody is saying something against the government, you support us all, making background noise. No, don't say this. Don't be develop la no nyadile. Democracy mu kachality. Democracy was tan katla. Even nit ki suy wax lo xamne neexut sa nopa. Waye da nga wara respect ne kuku tam doomi rew la. Am na stake. Right bu nga am lolu am. Yow ya nga sopon nguur gi waye bayal momu tam wax. Waye ñu ne man duma wax. I had to force myself to speak. And you will hear at some point when I got angry and I said, if you don't want me to speak up, I can go home. Because they were trying to interject. I'm not going to consumer ganao. Ñeneen ñi seen doom yi ñu ngi sey ak Sidi Njie. Gambia du mëna dem ci kanam because yow sa doom mu ngi sey ak Sidi Njie. Yow bëgguloo ñu wax dara ci nguur gi. Su fekkee ne loolu rek la. Suma maas yi duñ doon go against Yaya Jammeh. Su fekkee ne fe farfaru la. Waaye Gambia fo ñu wécci suñu xelaat yi. Yow sa doom mu ngi sey ak somebody in government. Sa broda mu ngi ci government bi. Su seexu seri li bëgg wax ci nguur gi nga mer. Yow julit nga. Yow julit nga. Loolu correctut. Lii dafa ñaaw. Ñun yëpp Gambia lañ am ci suñu xol. Man su fekkee ne place la dama fi toog. Dégg ngeen ko ci Tangara mu ne he thinks I'm a wasted talent here. Wax na ko. Because man ñu nekk ci nguur gi they have high regard for me. I'm not blowing my trumpet. Waaye ñun yëpp xamante nañ kan mën a liggéey ak ku mënut a liggéey. Sidi Njie man duma compare sama boppa Sidi Njie sax. Sidi Njie jàngu soriwul. Sidi Njie dogo moo tax mu am place. Sidi Njie su fekkee ne jàng la Sidi ñàkk a jom Njie du am place ci nguur gi du am place ci Yaya Jammeh. Sidi Njie ban qualification la am. Waaye moom dafa dogo ci président yi. Président bu ñëw rek mu dogo ba that's how he survives. Man nag survival boobu noonu xaraam naa ko. Su fekkee ne loolu rek mooy survive man seegu seen li ma dee sax moo ma gën. Man su fekkee ne maa ngi dunda lu ma yelloo loo xam ne ku ma gis job bi ñu ne waaw definitely deserve na ko waaye dogo ci nit di raam ci nit waaye mer naa nag te am na ñu xam ne respect moo nekk suma diggante ak ñoom dañ ma waroon a bàyyi ma wax yow tamit soo bëgg a jëlee may waxal loolu mooy sa lifin loolu sa right la waaye when I was talking they were intervening. We are not here for that. We are not this for that. No. Don't bring that here. Kon lota embassy bi invite ma te ñoom xam nañ ne man am a critic of the government. War nañ ma invite. But if you invite me, you expect to hear criticism. Manuma dem di tàccu. Loolu yóbbut ma fa. Well, let's continue to listen to my point.
That's what we are here for, to invest in Gambia, to invest in Gambia. But the issue is, the government of the Gambia is spending a lot. The deficit financing is so great. So, that's my question.
You see, they intervene again. Young Kuntu. And so this is the point where I'm comforter, because Mediamoka Young Kuntu, the supporters of NPP, the supporters of this government, and the embassy high commission staff trying to stop me from talking. This is ugly. In United Kingdom, for Hamneymoy, the beacon of democracy. Why when they were doing all their speeches and presentation of certificates, they enjoyed that. But see who's really criticizing? The family suffer money consistent yaram. The cabinet kalamuna dame. The man I did not even spend 5 minutes. While young man I patiently waited, I witnessed their presentation of a certificate, majal suma time until they called me to speak. This is very sad. This is why I'm bringing it to the platform pour waa Gambia déggal ko. Xam nga Adama Barrow moom su ñëw fii dañoo protest. Adama su ñëwee fii man duma fa dem di wax. Adama moom su ñëwee fii rek protest mooy am. Gambia, we have a long way to go. So ñu ma bëgg a intervene ma mer nag ma ne leen su fekkee ne loolu la man ma ñibbi déglu leen fii.
We all love the Gambia. We've all contributed to the nation building. Some of the companies in Gambia, like Pool and Gift Shop, we wrote cabinet papers for that. I'm one of the people who wrote cabinet papers for the establishment of Pool. So we all love the Gambia, but what we are saying, like he said, we always have divergent opinions. So for us, in the efforts to invest, the government has to be serious to cut the deficit. The deficit finance is unsustainable. Even the Bretton Woods institutions like the IMF, the World Bank, have time and time again told the country government about the deficit financing. If you look at the budget, it's unsustainable. That's a Congress minister. $900 million added into the budget to open 3 new embassies. This is going to put more pressure on our expenditure. A third world country like ours, the Vice President said remittances will contribute 20%. I'm sorry, it's not 20%, 62%. It's 62% is $752 million. Okay? So it's 62% of GDP. It's not 20%. So if you Google it now, like everybody have to Google it, look at information. So what I'm saying is, so for us, what I would like to see is the government also in the media needs to be more. I commend you for your media approach, freedom of the media and press. The government, since this government came to power, more media houses. But recently we have seen Tues coming out with draconian letters after the president's speech, warning radio stations. So this is my point. We want to see a Gambia, you're talking about peace and stability. The responsibility primarily lies in the government to nurture peace and stability. Because when everybody is treated the same, when the president took the oath, he said he would be fair. He would treat every Gambian the same. But we have seen QTV bias supporting the government. Now we have seen and how many times we're getting so this is what as a citizen, I have the opportunity to express the
Okay, this is where chaos started. Nga mem foje wala nyinti ko nko ndi am the media fana na kuola pura la nyileta ali amo ile media am kan tubabu kangola. I made my point. I said government ba katakan ne media outlets jamali loto radio station yelda but recently nga jele draconian letters pura ya safe against QTV. Ngo QTV kamanza kuna le fasa bari mo safe. Bari ya King FM safele ye home digital safe. Wala man dia NPP ngoli bari media am kal yamene there was a lot of noise in the background. Ke do bi jang abe UK jam mo jama ya long akata hewol to teng adim muso wala be futu kan sidin jayi. Atele be wuri kan koma about what about Fatou Touré? Meaning Fatou Touré ka UDP le support. Eka Fatou Touré to me wala. So that wasn't tell diamo. It was chaotic, but I'm very proud of myself. That ntata ji lafita kumol men be for a mafono because lafta dinning wala kumo for the 100 babies that died. Man chance to diamola. The Draconian Public Order Act man diamala. Jikuo membe banko kan man diamono wala. Kolea membe banko kan and the high crime rate. I wanted to talk about all this. But they only gave me 3 minutes. Or 3 minutes of thanks to Mamadou Tangara. Because Mamadou Tangara told May Barrow, give Sheikh Hussein only 3 minutes. But May Barrow wanted to give me 1 minute. My friend May Barrow. May Barrow said I should be giving 1 minute. Okay, how can I ask my question? I mean, we don't have time. But interestingly, you know what happened? When I asked my question, iko time bantale, iko suntutureko, the owner of the hall is here. Our time is up. And they gave chance to do vote of thanks. And our own Musa Jame was given chance to do vote of thanks. We have to listen to Musa. I don't know whether the video captured that. Let's listen. Vice President responded to my question, but I don't have time to play here. Gambia, we have a long way to go. Gambia, we have a long way to go. So, okay, no. So this is not what I want. After Musa Jame Diam Talame, Musa spoke, but Musa la vote of time was I expected Musa to speak. I told Musa, in fact, when Musa was going, Musa, I'm not putting you on the spot, but we have to. Musa was. I thought Musa was going to at least add. Musa could have asked the issue of the per diem, some of the wrong things. Musa Jame, next time, please do that. Malam for Musa la vote of time capture. Okay, Memengela. I will find Musa la Diamo at the end. I also want to play here just to be fair in my analysis about Musa Jame Diam Tajele. Ibu Juara Fanan Diam Tajele, but after the president's speech, warning radio station. So this is my point. We want to see a Gambia. Ndemange chafu siseti. Ndeni ndata NPP la forum auto. Nkamem for platform auto jang mba fola because no te mbekela nafi quality. Nte la wur la platform auto jang. Nga opportunity soto ka vice president oje. Nga minister je nga tanke taju man sehu sedi duma ko def tay duma ko def elek. Lolota within the shortest space of time waxna suma wax. Te suma even su fekkene Gambia la nek ñu invite ma GRTS wala QTV wala membe keri kerfatu luma fe wax loolu la fa wax suñ ma laaji Adama dafa corrupt mané waaw man suma xelaat Adama dafa corrupt te ma joxe suma reason nit ki da nga gom sa bopp loolu mooy wax bi we have a long way to go I call Real Madrid and Man City 1-1 which is good so it's good at Man City but la vida it seems that Nyunumam Musala Diamo capture bang because Nimba Jibe can I'm trying to adjust the ammonia. Okay, Nimkomba Pusla Akatale okay to the end and it's so difficult for me to play it. So for us, what I would like to see is the government also. I can't tell someone that they are more little wrong. I don't know. Nema play no. Maybe next time I play like 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 but I just I was really Alimbato. Okay, this is interesting. Why? Okay, but basically what Musa said there, Musa just gave a vote of thanks and said we are here for Gambia, we are not here for Adababaro, we are here for not here for Dabo, something like this. But I thought Musa would have actually used the opportunity and also at least mention the issue of corruption. Even if it is 10 seconds, because this is an opportunity. Musa, maybe next time it will bear in mind. And Musa, if you are on this show, if you private platform or you can react because definitely Nyanta will kill no. I don't know. You see, this section, they are giving certificates to their staff. They're sort of allowing people to ask questions. They are acknowledging their own High Commission staff. Professor Val donated to us. So some of the Professor, thank you very much for standing with us.
And everybody who volunteered 1 year ago, we thank you. I don't know whether the whole guy give us 5 minutes to take Suleiman's question.
Okay, Musa Legana Diam. Musa did the vote of time. He requested to do it.
There are 2 issues, the agricultural component that was mentioned, and then also the skills issue. One, I'm just trying to go very fast, but I just didn't explain that now government is coming up with
there's a Minister of Higher Education over there.
To have a technical and vocational education training center. If you go back to the archives, most of the things that we are doing, during Sadara's time, this was part of the initiative in the late 70s and 80s. His Excellency Vice President did give me a lecture on the genesis. So now, when we talk about the regional Tibet centers, the ultimate objective is to respond to the needs and aspirations of the youth. We now, for instance, talking about this place, Sapo, we have fresh water there. Now, government has decided to build a Tibet center there on agribusiness, agriculture related, and then also the business oriented. Yes, okay, so that's one of the issues. And then also we have the other Tibet centers that are already built with skills based. So this will help address urban migration and illegal migration. That's what I wanted to share, so that people know that these are the opportunities that are meant for youth. Thank you.
Yes, I just want to briefly thank everybody who has
High Commissioner Legadiam Fato Bomb.
come to this call to meet with the Vice President and also the Cabinet Ministers who are present here. Thank you very much for your time. It really means a lot to us. The turnout has been very good, and I think the meeting also has been very good. Yeah, it was very fruitful. And I've taken also note of not only waiting for dignitaries to come before we meet. We try to make it more often. Thank you very much.
Jamie is a big politician, but I hope you are here.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank the Vice President and all the company. And yes, it is a bit frustrating because opportunities like these don't come by. Because we last time remember the time we met and had the opportunity was 5 years ago. And again, we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity and open to say ask questions. And again, what I want to appeal to people, obviously people like us, yes, we are politicians, but we see them the first. This is why I think it's because our country is more important than individuals, than I don't want to say that than any other person. Absolutely. We want to say thank you for the very opportunity, and we want you to be seen and having the shuffle. I've always asked you that the Gambia integrate. We are going to groups in there, and we should be having an annual or every quarterly Zoom meeting to discuss our issues that is affecting Gambians in our communities. At least you guys will be on it. And obviously, I've spoken with Ali when he was here, and he showed me at the time before he leave that they will do that. Just to let people know that we are free, and this is Gambia. And we should see Gambia first. And again, yes, sometimes some people will be a bit hard, but I was so pleased with the Vice President how he responded to us and he was going to respect.
Okay, Mari Wala Musa Jamela Diamori. He obviously said these opportunities hardly come by. They should give the time for question and answers. But then Musa went on to thank the vice president for our occasional job in Yamin. My only comment there is I think Musa should have actually fit in the question there on corruption, but for some reasons he did not. I cannot speak for him. I don't know why, but the understanding was because I was the only one who asked question, and he was giving. And even Suntu was saying Musa is a big politician, so I thought that Musa would have actually, taken the thing from where I stopped and asked a critical question, one question, and then maybe could just say, well, Vice President, I don't think you can defend corruption because even in your cabinet, you have a minister who actually is culpable of podium fraud. But then it was a missed opportunity. So that's enough of this analysis on Vice President meeting in London. Momo ila style, Momo ila tarnya, but Gambia, fonga tonya le fonyoye. Truth is a bit pale. Koleta bake tonya drong that will set us free. Alinga tonya for these government officials are being paid per diem to come here. Yes, they're enjoying. So let's grill them. Then alinga grill fairly. Mafo more on grill. It's true that the vice president, I said that here. What Musa said is true. The vice president spoke to us with respect and he was very tolerant. But we should have grilled these people harder, but we did not. So saying quickly about Watu Tatale, I'm just going to talk about Fanta Jawara, but maybe tomorrow's edition we're going to talk about Fanta Jawara nyanta arrest lale. Fanta Jawara nyanta falin nale. Anyanta arrest lale. Gambia police lale Fanta Jawara arrest. Vice UDP leader nyim fole. Ya bula dalilo menego NPP support alum nyim manyang. Ale Dusano charge, and we advocated for Dusano to be charged. That is good. Dusano agenda charge that I make assault lum. Dusano is not above the law. And Dusano, yeah, somebody Jojo nabi penalty me lalakan. And this is going to teach every public official lesson. Because no one is above the law. So Fanta Jawara may audio the dajang incitement of violence. Gambe police on this who said libal yamarla. Kalo ya usino dabala kumo sembentu. Nalman Fanta arrest. Alte modo arrest la no jam. Ale lamoy. Naleman Fanta arrest nim modo funtata jay siolu ning. Alte hanila omari arrest la jam. And we are watching. Because nganyine fale janku al dusano muta. Because nalman dusano muta. You cannot go and then arrest somebody else of assault. Ale UDP la mol muta janne. So mansa kunda comme lo usino dabo menke for. Ni man tilim banku dingol teman do menyine foka nyim forum kono. Peace and stability be nyaton ko lebon. Nalman tiling aka fitino le samana Fanta Jawara fele ay audio bonni ka jolal neng pour que talib ben joda boyindi in KMC anin fenke atondi Rambo Jata inva nyi meeting dula fa la feta suntu touré fa tangara lafta fa la tangara ne suntu touré ka audio bondile anin Rambo lafta fa la tangara bare man tay mo soto ku jamal la fo risla because Rambo mo civil servant walati amanyana diam la politically but ba usenu I mean for wolom tonyalo Fanta Jawara should be rearrested suntol menga diam platform wolto alinga nyi kumuri echo Fanta Jawara police wala bulano nalman Fanta Jawara arrest ko NPP ngolom alte modo arrest la no Gambia because nale mo arrest ba flal be tilimbal yalla IGP sanyang nale bu ko hani NPP la bari la kaburo ni sila ni sila ta NPP la I hani da alala atude telebul because he nyanta telinale Fanta Jawara I menke she should be arrested alia arrest alia bula alko NPP ngolom o manyang samani UDP ko yakedu ni jiri sinko yakedu nin doyen ko yakedu albo arrest la no lekam ali tiling ali tonya sabotindi misil me abe lorin tonya lekan atol jama babi jal ka salila ka sun ali tiling IGP sanyang ali tiling alta Fanta Jawara rearrest alia samba wanya tilimola nali o kal balla do ko sonal UDP ko nyinge defon bena jamba fala nyanta arrest la Fanta e menge ni UDP ko la ke no clear evidence ko UDP di wala ma hanate telega UDP finance nte se wose lemba fala jene luwa nyante mutalal to nyale nte sindi nyim plan moto so nyim bete ata bake na kuore echo is good that Dusano ya charge for assault and GDC finance should be commended. Adama Baro ning Mama Kandela ning nyosabo samale mbe dunno kono. So mbe programo kumpala dami mata keta juara aning Fatou Babaro, they are right now in Nigeria. BJ Sinyan is also there. BJ Sinyan you buy hamlen go America. I'm not going to go to her private life. Lolo tahol mawa. Why kui under first lady, your name will come under the social media. Friday la talk fee information ñew duko suma loxo CD Keita jabaram te luma jaxal ci mata dam malo ministre musul kono melni first lady be ñing teri yalla andu nga fayene ko ni first lady kata be tofo la platform ko yeko kata parti la Nigeria ye invite Gambia no batari mo le batari bige sinyan dum iko Fatou Babaro kana cleaning company la yele $5 million wo cleaning company yayle andum okay allegation of an for Rambulu because CD Keita is planning to build a house in Dakar amalo follow because he's planning come about who can never implement follow so earlier nga misinterpret le ko ay korra soto Senegal already baraman korra soto but source ni nata clear ni mako they are planning pour que korla ni ji pour man fu tonyalo nyinti bari ibe parti la hansa e member jele be lamoy kan ibe Nigeria iman care ibe yaila yes private jet o Nigeria la first lady la kinan paral bita ko do tinyala Gambia no be korea kono Fatou Babaro amang Gambia la korea lo Fatou Babaro aba fan enjoy kan Fatou Babaro doesn't care about the plight of the Gambian women because the election o sitale katalia so media mo stop la janne ni mi omo ni vice president la muso katu yaila ni nga information so rambe to fola janne right so ye kuma jamal le fonye but ngamone separate wolom so si sol ne kuma dol fonye alla koto moko fo platform to ye kuma jamal le fonye bi fo ki ba jamal soto bari manta into private issues just public issues bo le fo la platform to jam ndaboga indulge into private personal attacks but aja fanta base wala ning Mamadou Badji la muso wala ning Fatou Babaro diata ko lioni malo nyaari bari sa yo da bondi tele ko nda sonko role say mata la Fatou Babaro la ñu dalinti so nabita dawda yalla woto mani Mamadou Badji la muso la kata nabita dawda Fatou Babaro ni Adama Baro be daji ka kili i kunun terolu wol bu ka fe bi teriti ani bu ka je mo kenda daji kala Fatou Babaro sa new friends sort of BJ Sinyan mata say those are on top of the they are the new kid in the block say wolo hari to ASD Mamadou Badji la muso wo bukata Nigeria say but woto mona bita ni wala kata so ide bona America yana be jagar la bepare do le fonke la state house ye mo la state house ke kunta ya dulati friends will be lalaji they sleep over comme ñande ni wala kata sleep over la ñami so mo kata sleep over la state house alengan tari ni man sekunda furu ngoy bo mo ñaato state house mo buña soto respect soto so hariti amni hamne de fanane state house because so fanane state house you do spend halis in dewu do spend halis in rare so within that period do spend halis in dox kurang everything is free so they got a fananu kai because first lady Gambia amu class Fatou Babaro man class soto lady Kile Jawara bu kamanun teg lady Njeme Jawara bu kamanun teg Zainab Suwana la kumbe ba lidi amde ko manke Gambia namte abu kamate bali ñuniye presidency le fo billi tool so beda na janne ni momo la fita question on ni kala ala baraka bake bi man time di Q&A session la mfana Gambia embassy la koleke the line is open on Bantaba even at 3 or 4 calls tala but it's almost 10 o'clock the line is open on Bantaba ni more left a call you can call in tomorrow I will give more time to question and answers ala baraka bake because you meeting on London mbe wole play ga nga time jamata wala namang lines on yele but the line is open right now on European line Bantaba and thank you for being here ala baraka bake thank you ala baraka
Ale fonsaje de ale fonsaje na bosanga malu usere na
Samba Kuru Jauna Biatalo na first caller. Samba Bismillah. Ala baraka. Ejam coordinator. No, isi dalo no nunji hani me invite. Dalo no. No, ni dara je de question on nyinga because tekili na mala nyinga ko moma imam modo ala musa jame opportunity shotol ka question on nyinga anyway because biriko iko birinde nga nyinga ro suntu ture nata ko time o bantale because hold you natale go be baturola so you only use as an excuse iko time o man so but then huh Joala wadi suntu suntu bala dogole protect kan dogole protect but so need je fana maybe the question on you because the environment was not friendly.
No, I will try my chance. I will try my chance.
Yeah, it's all for no. Yeah, you could have done that strategically. Yeah.
So,
no, Sirinjala na mang any confirmation so that I'm gonna make a statement in regards to this. I'm just waiting for a few things. I need mananyola. No. Yeah. Tangara BJ, Minister Basic Education BJ Claudia Nicole, and Professor Gomez Higher Education, and High Commissioner. Yalong Samba Kuruja in other meeting all Commonwealth meeting all the but Yalong Vice President for another King Charles la coronation all Atlanta Adam Borough represent King Charles la coronation all. But Yalong for a young Ntenga Menje Gambino lo Koto Samba akante jikela tay bak mu jama babi je ka diamu bori ni moment nata ika different color le tandi ngo harema di ngol ide nyamen kewo nyama nte talani opposition ya
kan sembole ke ngado ko ke ngabalu wala jigita na ko motante balula ni man no do ko
ya
nda buka sala wala isla ko kaji ko ita te mandar masu bandar do ko ina masa kunda ita fe bola fenna fe no do ko ngabalu wala bat
yalon sama nangi ma ko gren tel Gambia non tanata ko kirin korosi Gambia no tariyat lafita muna moliya fo mu kendole mati e bulo ko siye Gambia no ni ka Gambia jama hani kafo kono kafo kono ikaje Gambia bukala fika nyo offend yalon tolunga attitudinal problem le soto ese diamu mo koma bana mari be siring imala fika mari offend ndega nyim fanan karan Gambia no lago nde karan bakan ne Gambia political
katonya fo
ya
kafoya fo na bango ni be balo kan bango na fo le be ndele be joka
ya
benye inatany to menate padi mo me kaso to banko la na flo inde be yala ndebe muna nyinin kala ndebe na nyinin kala ko so muna mun tala problem mo le kanyi tax menjo aya poto
no modo yalo sama nga modo yo nyinin kala already modo le o nyinin yalo modo le diam tal wole ko sono nyika live dole diaspora vote nyinin ka dole nyin $20 nyinin ka wol be nyinin ka tale ya understand and fa musudo be nga temdu baga man alangale comme sine baka boratele ni ba we youth sol la kofo imagine vice president ka fo la ka ko parent sol le ga tinna mol kala vabi which is wrong parent sol baka mo dinni mol force
me kare bola ni nganya fa dan be ni karo kala da man ka fa ko mol la joro da man basa na tel ko sa tel be place to be nga tel na banko do nga develop why tel farol ba jola tel personnel
wo e nyanda wo nyini kala le yalo ntela fito wol de nyini kala le
why tel kaso
yeah Yeah. No. Ntol damal lebe tonya fola ja. Yaje opposition.
Next time you see no, next time I never do Kolantamish like you regret back why man time plan. Regret back.
No, yala be nyame. Ntol damal lebe tonya fola nyuja. Mote mo fola ja wuro la. Ni opportunity shot up pour que government official or the I will never take you past this. Yeah. It's very, very sad. Yeah. Dola Jimbango. Yala nyame. Ni mo nyanta ñu dokut mo nyanta easy la njala because te tangara from more black play tangara lota la ente praise kafo kono mo be nyala iba falan safo bawo ñi yeng praise but woman to move because he was praising me and even suggesting that tanyanta mo talale ni do ko ya understand me abe wole fo kan kafo ko fo do be sirinda la ko nyoko yamara ñu man la fi yeta do ko di la ban kay ko no because the problem is nte I will be who I am. You understand? But in can disappoint back, in katara jang, alinga ni wuro bula jang, ninga opportunity shoto, nte right question.
Different color.
Moliye bulo koshiye, kafo kono, ame na fa felna.
Nothing.
Because membe ke kana banko kan tinya rolom. Okay. Ndolbe proud ta jane benen adama barota ta New York. Domi rew amanke UDP ngodi baray Ibrahima Ji Sankare confront nyame fontol bele man kontan wala bera tara restaurant so exactly baraka bake samba kuru yeah thank you bari ngono kola so la segment lo nyente thank you so much Malten to lajam Okay, kibaro be na kan ka foko Gamtel Gamtel la ko medu na jele kodiku balebe Gamtel they're in financial distress. Gamtel the telegraph office in Banjo staff will remember the whole day today because of lack of cars power soto MD Tunkara Lamin Tunkara and directors are traveling to the US in a couple of days. That's the news that's coming through. Somebody's trying to call me, but Amarilla call dropped. Lamari call about Bamba in Germany. I got a call. Thank you. Karim Rasulu, Bismillah. Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. Nimbara mbduale simani jadda kenna na harje frimbala.
Amin ya Rabbi.
Mo kende banku din kende almale su simala almale dimul su simani jadda. Amin. Ila muso anila fon kunyo Karim Rasulu.
Allahumma amin. Alama dua talalan tema Karim.
Inshallah ala bokalal. Komban na sando muminti ba dole xamul teranga.
Ba dole xamul teranga de.
Wala mun na sandot. Janemba diamula janemba dunna diamo kono ba dole xamul teranga. Barseku. Akada bala fati. Ndu dafa am solo si doomi Adama. Yow xeex bi nga xeexul ay jàmbur ñoo xeex seen xeex ba indi président Barrow bu fekkee yow gor nga as gor nga dang ci war a màndu lii mooy dëgg UDP ko lekkeloo kele hannaa tan Barrow naata UDP jamfa baatol mil kaya ko par exemple mil kaata kalla jam ani mil mantaraye akede siyo siit wol sa fono le ko wol be mu jam la xam nga na même foy ba doole rek le masadon ab jam rek le masadon ba aduna bi bam sanko bo legi ba doole rek le masadon ab jam rek le masadon nara non ko nda Khadim Rasul ko nda Barrow la ko way mina baroka
mol mil yela kelo because e ka alkan min fo mol kan min mira politiko wanda politik wo hanin ki ni tara suratul fath ayatan nane kata ayatan lulukan ala ka diamu kilaje inna fatahna laka fathan biriya victoire so na fikol ko ye kodo min so je na fikol ko pour yete na tala ala ko hani mol batata min kundo batarot manyanna ka bonon plato ay nafa so wodo ka tambi mil batata kundo wala na mol mil ka foko pol hani dunya politiko ko do be je woman ka politique ti wo fon qur'ano diamu to wala ako kila qur'an ayo tita no kila kan e ka bo ka suratul fath e ka bo ayatan nani kata lulu kan adiamu ta akoy ko akay mil ka fo ko nata le victoire be so dal ko do min ni sanol min so pour natala ayo qur'an ala ay kila ko hani afun al data je special because alman keloke kila al data je o qur'ano be mil ya qur'ano kare tulo benna so nimbi mol kasi bare yalo comme la son comme que camion fondé ça wulon de kulu fay la ya jo mari la fanan yalo wala ngoy ko ko hanam ma do wala ngoy ko ba do la xamul taranga so this is wala kata so barke bula buro de seko gambe be nyamen bi mul nak ndele nde mu mandi ka dimot aduna right so do ka diamu mandin ka yala yana sa bemba repeat la rombo kalo fala na diamu connect because nde min sute no min sute ta folo o lul be silal banna mandi ka ya banda ka min formule tuso mandin ka fula jola njago al ngis Gambia ñun ñoo bokk Gambia nañ gis Gambia ñu nekk benn manko nekk benn ñu liggéey réew bi waaye nte ni naata mandinka karola nte en tant que mandinka diŋo soose dam baafula ko mandinkol mandinka duu kon nen tiyamin ni haasi tiyamin benda maal tema alna kuntu saa kañanta lu ëpp tuuro ko mbofol na mandinka duu mandinkol antol mandinkol kon nen tiyamin ni haasi tiya benda maal tema alna kunda kañantale lu ëpp tuuro baraka baake
abaraka baka Kadim Rasul Albe Lama Kam Animbala. Thank you so much for your thing. Alimbar. Okay, Allah barakabake. Thank you so much. Okay, Arimbala, I'm just trying to say that, okay, the messages are coming through. Okay, Allah Barakabake, thank you. Father Babaro is in Nigeria, and I'm being told that Big Sinyan is one of those people, me alonko, that they found a state house. Somebody's listening to the program from Gambia, advising me that say what you are saying is true. Because Big Sinyan, they found a state house. Very sad. They it's a long time. It's a long time friend, a long time friend. So this is very sad. Presidency has been reduced to place to just go and people having there's been devalued because it's if he plus a campe Kyle and Kodef. People go there and sleep. They sleep over. Adamabaro Jabaram then devalue our state house. Why hopefully when this government is out of power, we will try to restore decency state house. Mama Kande has given a befitting response. Mama Kande ko Adama Baro long Fadi Yala Kifti. Because Adama Baro Badi Molo Bije Memu for Ali Baroti. Fadi Molo what Adama Mawol Mako. If you live in a glass house, don't store at others. But I go Hasidia Adama Lemu Hasidoti. It's very sad. Tomorrow I'm going to go into this. Inshallah. Adama Baro Kuntaya Diamu Nyatonku Ite, you have a lot of pressing issues. Mama Kande Hasidoliti. And you know what? There's a lot of hypocrisy in this diaspora. But tomorrow I'm going to talk about that. When Ajiyam Sek talking about Badia Fasa, Musa Jeng, and others, Bankamani, they went after. But now Adama Barrow is saying that people of Jemara should support him because he's from Jemara. We haven't seen Musa Jeng with any post condemning that. It's very sad. Nimbanko is crazy. Yefi Yamane. Mobari si Dekabi. So Allah Barakabaka, thank you so much. This is actually thank you so much. Tunko Mabaranga will let her lose the master. Maybe you can resend it to me tomorrow, I can read it. But I'm going to terminate the broadcast here. Allah Barakabaka, so good time. 3 hours on the clock been here. So for summer we will have an extended edition of Current Affairs Show. Thank you so much for your time. Adama Kunda Yatale, but Mama Kandela Sasa Boroti. Nae Kunda Mama Kande has put Adama in his naughty corner. Adama naughty to the wrong, Mama Kandele ka ragle. Can support for more force. Is it a force that Mama Kande should join? Adama Tano momenti na Mama Kande ni UDP in college. I only Mamudu Sabali will menji. Saka Kamfa. Is it by force? Somebody has to join you. It's not a force. But Adama cannot deal with this reality. And Mama Kande remember when Mama Kande was contested for National Assembly member, Adama contested on UDP ticket. Was he also a Hasido? This trivial, very trivial, immature diamu, Adama Baroka wole for Nata, and I can't kunta yage Nata the Bolonkono. Jama. Because I'm on Bolonkono respect. Adama te diamu la banko la nafala. Wala na Mama Kande min foto nyalo. Bolonkono ngol mamre banko la koleaji. Mafalbi. Because akoy ko nalbota LRR kata combo. Adama Mansira win. But I told la jang Adama winda. What I told man banko la koleaji. Bankola marsandiso, kuranku, jambandula ku, almaji. So Mama Kande, yemen for Adamola. And Adamola Tony in the rocky. Nata last week I Usino Dabo attack, Alaji Usino Dabo. This week I Usino Dabo spare is going after Mama Kande. Fonyi na nyante kala banko kam. And religious leaders wolte Adama kumandila ya shindi ya faiko banko nyinde banko sambala. But the better la siri nele. Ni Adama bala nyindi ya msifala. They don't complain. Kairobe kala no banko nyane. But opposition leaders olu ni Adama a moment tojal jang ala tojal. Ko Mama Kande men kay. Ni Adama a moment tell of jang ala on social media. If Adama comes after us, we will go after Adama. Yala on to spare. Laju senu dabo natata wala open line lelo jel la jang. We'll do a program here on open line ke na ke kotenke. Mama Kandela mulu na alma fire with fire. At asra Adam Boro ni Adam Boro man regle tolte regle la. Folbe Gambia londi la ala palaso. So ala baraka bage me program ko fala jang. All right. Okay. Okay, ala baraka bage me program will stop again. Thank you for Sama. Thank you so much. Ibrahim Keba, I don't know who you are talking to. We said, how are they different? Why do you ask? Maybe you're engaging somebody. But my program will stop like that for what you do. Allah Barak. Thank you so much. Good night from this part of the world. Until tomorrow. Allah Barak. Okay, Ibrahim Keba, Allah Barak. Thank you.